all Democrats are crazy. The entire Democratic Party has gone crazy. We're going to explain to you why tonight. Also, don't go anywhere towards the end of tonight's stream because we're going to be designing merch live with all of you guys on tonight's stream. It's going to be pretty epic, okay? Like the body pillows that you guys all really want for some reason. Well, we're going to try to figure out a way to get them going on tonight's stream. So make sure you guys stay tuned. But America Rising, The Vince Style Show, episode 12 will begin shortly. Here we go, folks.
Vince Dow, you're like the only Asian conservative commentator.
Hi, I'm Vince Dow, and I'm so conservative that I don't want anything to do with the left. In fact, I don't even turn left when I walk.
If we're spreading this conservative message and people like Vince Dow spread the message really well and the young people get access to this message, we're going to start doing more research and looking into these subjects.
I was following, the whole political sphere on Instagram, Vince Dow, Lance videos.
The more we have people like you should be able to counteract all the BS that they spreading in school today, man. So you guys are just as important, man. Don't ever think otherwise, man.
Great to see so many like-minded, patriotic Americans come together and take a stand for some common sense and American principles. So give yourselves a hand.
You guys probably know this too. Our generation is totally off the rails. I mean, they've completely lost their minds. They're supporting the All Cops Are Bastards movement. They're out here defending. It's mainstream. It's actually a bad thing to be against the rioting and looting and destroying businesses and assaulting people in the streets. Why is it so important for us as conservative teenagers to actually stand up and fight back?
Well, right now, I feel like our voices are never going to be heard. Like, I post something on Instagram against the looting, and I get extreme backlash from people that have been my best friends since I was little. So I think it's important for all of us to know that we have support in each other, and if we do stand up to say what we believe in, that we're going to be supported and not trashed completely.
Vince Dow, you're like the only Asian conservative commentator.
Hi, I'm Vince Dow, and I'm so conservative that I don't want anything to do with the left. In fact, I don't even turn left when I walk.
If we're spreading this conservative message and people like Vince Dow spread the message really well and the young people get access to this message, we're going to start doing more research and looking into these subjects.
In fact, I was was following, the whole political sphere on Instagram, Vince Dow, Lance videos.
We have people like you can be able to counteract all the BS that they spreading in school today, man. So you guys are just as important, man. Don't ever think otherwise, man.
My stream. Okay, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of America Rising, the Vince Dow Show. This is a rare week on America Rising because we did 2 episodes in 1 week, but that's because obviously the 4th of July week we were not able to get an episode done. But welcome everyone to tonight's episode. All right, spam Dow back in the chat right now. It's going to be a great show tonight. So make sure you guys. So a lot of you guys often, you stay on for a few minutes and then leave the stream toward the end or toward the middle rather. That's fine. That's totally cool. But I'm going to say right now, tonight, after we talk about the news, after we do the normal part of the show, for the 2-hour gang, 3-hour gang part of the stream, we are going to be designing merch. Okay. Because I'm trying to get my merch shop going. We're starting it. We're going to be designing some merch and doing it with you guys, collaborating with you guys live tonight. So stay with the 2-hour gang, stay with the 3-hour gang, stay with the stream if you want to be a part of that. That includes looking into how to get these freaking body pillows done, okay? Because for some reason, there has been a mass campaign by my viewers, by my followers. You guys, for some reason, really want Vince Dow body pillows. I don't really understand it. I don't understand the drive for it. But regardless, I'm a man of the people. As the people ask, the people will do. So we're going to do that tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen? Am I lagging out? Oh, shit. Really, dude? All right, hold on a minute. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. Okay, is it better now? Hopefully it's better now because there's not really anything I can do about it actually because I'm already on hotspot. But hopefully I'm better now. Let me know in the chat right now if the reception or whatever is doing better. All right. But yeah. Chat right now. Am I okay? Is my stuff okay? My what's it called? Thing okay? Hey, is it lag? Okay. All right. So it should be better now. Hopefully it is better now. But ladies and gentlemen, we're starting tonight with this. Earlier today, President Trump pardoned Roger Stone, and I know a lot of conservatives are celebrating. That's sort of the topic of the day. But it's not going to be the topic of the day for me because there is something going on in our country, and it's not something on university campuses. This is in the mainstream sphere of politics. There is something going on in our country right now that is dangerous and radical and insane, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Obviously, the mainstream media has chosen to totally ignore this, but also even right-wing media really isn't doing a lot to talk about this. And I'm not talking, this is not some underground grassroots Antifa movement I'm talking about. I am talking actually about Joe Biden. Joe Biden, the Democratic nominee for president, is the subject of tonight's open because he has gone absolutely crazy. Okay, so this week, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders joined together to unveil a unity plan. So this more or less is the Democrat platform for 2020, and it is absolutely radical and crazy and insane. Let me share the screen right now so we can go over it tonight because this needs to be talked about. Okay. So this week, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders unveiled a unity plan. So this apparently is a platform that the Democrats are running off of in the year 2020. So as we were told, I heard this so many times during primary season. We were told so often that Joe Biden is the moderate. That's what we were told. We're like, hey, look, the moderate Democrats, the people in the media, the people in the news tried to tell us, hey, look, the Democrat Party isn't actually crazy or insane. Okay? Because look, Joe Biden was the nominee. The party rejected Bernie Sanders. So that must mean the Democrat Party is not crazy, is not going insane, not quite yet. The actual platform of Joe Biden begs to differ. So this week, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders unveiled a unity platform between the two, and it says it in the headline today. Halts on deportation, a $15 minimum wage, and reparations for African Americans. Okay? So here we go. Let's just go through this platform immediately because it has to be talked about. No one in the media is talking about this unity plan between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. And the reason for that is because they know that this plan is absolutely loose and nuts and crazy and insane. Okay? And as to me, the media obviously has a vested interest. They're fighting so hard to make sure that Joe Biden wins November. They don't want the American people to actually know the platform that he is running off of because they know that platform is insane and unpopular. Here we go. Let's get started with it. So right off the bat, we've got a $15 minimum wage. This is the thing. It's not even just locally. They want a $15 to double the federal minimum wage from $7.50 to $15. Of course, I don't think it's rocket science to explain how increasing the minimum wage screws everything over, but you're talking about a $15 minimum wage nationwide. So even counties in rural Mississippi, let's just say, as an example, rural Mississippi, where the standard of living is good, but the cost of living is very low, so people's incomes are very low, raising the minimum wage to $15 in many states where people don't need or make it anywhere close to $15 minimum wage. We're not talking about somewhere like in LA, right? Because in LA, it's very expensive. Everything costs a lot, so the wages have to be higher. We're talking federally a $15 minimum wage. And remember, this used to be Bernie Sanders' platform. Hillary Clinton was the one that was against this. But as I will reiterate, is a central theme of tonight's show. The entire Democrat Party has been taken over by the progressive woke mob. The entire Democrat Party has gone crazy. There is no longer such a thing as the moderate Democrat Party. The so-called moderate Democrat candidate for president is now running off of the official platform of a $15 minimum wage, as the article says itself and points out, something that the party's far left has been calling for years. Joe Biden's unity platform, of course, because it's so ironic they call this a unity platform when it is literally one of the most divisive pieces of proposals I've ever seen. Also includes support for a House bill that would study the issue of reparations to Black Americans for their use in slavery. Of course, because again, reparations used to be the radical idea. It was brought up by Elizabeth Warren when she was trying to be a radical progressive, and it was seen in not like years ago. It was seen in this election cycle as one of the more radical progressive proposals, and now it has become the mainstream platform of the Democratic Party. Reparations for slavery, of course, because there's nothing quite like pandering so hard that we're going to give reparations for something that people were not affected by, and even their parents and grandparents were not affected by for over like almost 200 years. Okay, but of course, reparations for slavery, because that is such a moderate platform. You know, Joe Biden, he's a moderate Democrat. Sorry about that. He's a moderate Democrat candidate. Of course. Didn't you know Joe Biden's a moderate? Of course, Joe Biden's a moderate. Running off of reparations, very, very moderate platform, as you guys can see tonight. All right, so we got that going. Let's talk about the hot button issue of the world right now: policing and criminal justice. Okay, so radical reforms. So absent from the policy document are calls to abolish or defund the police, but don't let that fool you. Actually, in a town hall this week, Joe Biden did admit that he would be open to the idea of defunding the police. Okay, he was asked about it by someone on that town hall, and he said yes, he would be open to the idea. So don't get it twisted. Oh, thank God Joe Biden is not for defunding the police because it's not mentioned in this document. He actually has said before. He said this week that he was for defunding the police. Okay, so we're also going to create a federal funding to create a civilian corps of unarmed first responders, including, wait for it, you guys knew it, social workers, of course. Social workers are going to stop the crime, of course. EMT and trained mental health professionals to handle nonviolent emergencies, particularly mental health emergencies and low-level conflicts. So I wonder what they just define as low-level conflicts. What is domestic violence? Because from what I've heard, it sounds a lot like domestic violence is considered a low-level conflict. And the issue here is, of course, that just because something in 911 is called the call made to 911, it sounds like a low-level conflict, doesn't mean that, you know, sending armed police officers to respond to this incident is a bad idea. You know what I mean? This Democrat idea that, oh, let's just send the social workers to deal with the nonviolent issues. Okay, oftentimes the reason why a call is made to 911, even if it's not violent at some point, is because there is a strong chance that the situation can become violent. But of course, Democrats don't. But what I really want to know is whether or not the social workers are down with this. Okay, if any of you guys know social workers, please ask them. Would you like to respond to 911 calls? I think the answer is a solid no. But anyways, regardless, okay, we got healthcare. Democrats want to, you know, make this is actually, I would say, the most moderate aspect of the entire thing, which is healthcare. Okay, they want basically a Medicare for all guarantee, a public option without deductibles, administered by the government, allowing people to enroll in Medicare at 60 instead of 65. So this is not actually the Bernie Sanders view on healthcare. It's more like the Joe Biden view on healthcare, which I'm actually going to scroll past because that's, you know, a lot of the American people actually agree with the Democrats more than the Republicans on healthcare. That's less because the Democrat plans make sense, but more because the Republicans don't offer any type of solid alternative. But here's the radical part of the healthcare plan. The healthcare plan would also extend coverage from the Affordable Care Act to Dreamers. So, of course, we are heading on. Okay, so next you got the issue of illegal immigration. Now, we just talked about a somewhat more moderate, rational part of the entire plan. Now we're back to the radicalization. On the subject of illegal immigration, the platform calls for the repeal of a number of policies from the Trump administration, including travel bans on countries deemed by the administration to represent security risks, because, of course, we absolutely need to have people from Syria, you know, just freely coming into this country, because that seems like a great idea. A country mired in civil war, you know, with a large amount of political extremism, that seems like a great idea. You know, countries listed by Obama administration officials as high terrorist watch list countries. No, we cannot ban migration from there. Even though Obama administration officials called this a threat to national security. No. We must repeal the travel. We must allow in people to freely come in from Somalia, a place with a high amount of terrorist activity and basically no ability by government to screen out for terrorists. We absolutely must allow free travel to and from Somalia, because we would not want to be considered, you know, racist, of course. So obviously, we got repealing Trump's travel ban. Obviously, because the American people are just lining up and really want to head out to North Korea, right? Because, you know, we got to do that. We got to repeal the travel ban on North Korea. Okay, it's so terrible. How xenophobic of Trump to ban travel from North Korea, Syria, Libya, and Somalia. Okay, but anyways, as we continue, whatever. It calls for the end to asylum policies that it claims has led to family separations. And so what this essentially means is that anyone who they want to bring back, catch, and release. Okay, so anyone who crosses the border illegally is detained and says they're seeking asylum. Oh, you're seeking asylum? Okay, let's just let you to the United States. Please show up at our court hearing 3 months from now. Fantastic idea, right? The abuse of the Obama, and it's not just Obama, but the system under the Obama administration was so ridiculously rampant. Because people would come in, they claim asylum. immigration authorities would release them out into America and say, hey, please show up to our court hearing in 3 months. Obviously, their plan is never to show up to the court hearing, right? They come in, they go through this process, and they claim asylum so that they can be basically free in the United States, and they made it in the United States. So it's a way for so many people to illegally immigrate to the United States. And of course, we want to put an end to the Trump administration asylum policies that actually stop the abuse of the system and stop the illegal immigration to our country. Because, as you know, illegal immigration into our country is just such a great thing. It's a net positive for our country, and we need to allow it to happen freely. We cannot have any attempts by the United States of America to stop illegal immigration, as you know, okay? It calls for the end of the migrant protection protocols, known as the Remain in Mexico policy, whereby migrants are kept south of the border while their hearings are being heard. Because as I said before, they want to bring back the catch and release nonsense where you come into the United States, you're detained by immigration officials. Immigration officials say, hey, why are you illegally crossing our border? All the migrant has to say is, I'm seeking asylum. This is the Obama administration policy. I'm seeking asylum. Okay, you're seeking asylum? Okay, please continue across our border and show up to a court hearing in 3 months, please. They never show up to the court hearing ever. Like basically ever, because that's not the goal of why these people do this. Their intent, and I get it, they really want to come to the United States. The United States is a really great country, as just so many people want to claim like it's not, but they want to come to the United States. They don't want to go through the legal immigration system, so they abuse the system in this way. And Joe Biden wants to make it basically possible to just make it outright okay for this abuse of our immigration system, a system that made it so easy for illegal immigrants to abuse our system and come into our country. Joe Biden wants to bring it back. This would also end asylum cooperative agreements with the Northern Triangle countries that allowed migrants to be stopped there. So what the plan that Mr. Moderate Joe Biden wants is a plan in which essentially we are Western Europe. We are Western Europe, where migrants are allowed to freely come into our country, stay here. Doesn't matter how many, doesn't matter who they are freely allowed to come into our country, stay here, and we can't do anything to stop them. Okay? Of course, they are also calling for a halt on deportations, right? And Biden calls for a 100-day moratorium on the deportations of illegal immigrants, while conducting a full-scale study on the practices to develop. So, but in other words, they're calling for actually a longer-term moratorium on deportations of illegal immigrants, because, of course, this is a platform of open borders. I mean, there's a loop around, there's a little bit of an end around. Like they sort of play the let's go around. You know, let's put all these fancy words. But when you break down the Biden-Bernie plan on immigration, it is a policy of open borders. It is a policy in which people are allowed to come across our borders without being detained, without being sent back, because they simply claim asylum. And then there is no process by which we can deport people who are not actually eligible for asylum. It is free, open migration into the United States of America. We are opening the floodgates, okay? Forget the legal immigration system. This is just simply free migration into the United States. Anyone who wants to come in, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you're a member of MS-13, doesn't matter. As long as you claim asylum, you can come into this country, and they are going to set up a system in which it is basically impossible to remove you from this country for any reason, even though you are a foreign national who is illegally in this country. Beyond that, it also calls for, I'm not sure if I'm seeing it here, but it also calls for the legalization of 11 million illegal immigrants. Do we see what's going on here, guys? Do you see what's going on here? Why are Democrats pursuing this policy of open borders and to make citizens out of 11 million illegal immigrants? Because that's also in the plan. Why are Democrats pursuing this? Because it doesn't exactly help, you know, traditionally, the open borders argument is an argument made by libertarians. Okay, the libertarians want the free flow of labor. That's why they're totally soft on illegal immigration and basically want an open immigration system. It's traditionally a libertarian argument because you have the free flow of labor and it's a net good for economic growth. But traditionally speaking, if you're on the side of wages, if you're talking about, you know, protecting wages, protecting jobs, which are traditionally policies that are a little bit more left-wing in the sense that we're not going just for pure net economic growth, you would be a little bit more of a hawk on immigration. A little bit more of a hawk on immigration than simply this pure open borders policies. But the reason why the Democratic Party wants to legalize 11 million illegal immigrants and basically have an open borders policy in this country is because it's literally no secret that these illegal immigrants would favor the Democrats electorally. Democrats know that in many ways, even though a lot of Americans don't like Trump, Democrats know in many ways they've lost the traditional base in America. Because there was a time, and most of you guys are young, most of my viewers are young. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents. There was a time when the Democrat Party was seen as the working man's party, the working man's party of the middle class, and they've totally abandoned that. They literally are running off of a platform of how much they freaking hate the middle class, right? But because they know that they can no longer win regular middle class people, the regular middle class people are now favoring Republicans, even though the Republicans have so many problems and are so flawed. Regular middle class people are flocking to the Republican Party just because of how crazy Democrats are. This is what they're doing. Okay, they don't care about Americans; they care about power. They don't care about power. So if political power for the Democrats means replacing the people of America with 11 to 22 million foreign nationals, but they'll vote for the Democrats. That's what they'll do. Democrats don't care about you. All right. The ordinary people of the country, Democrats despise the ordinary people of this country. Okay. They are the party of multinational, transnational corporate elites and the party of foreign nationals that are illegally in this country. Okay. Democrats love those two. Democrats do not love ordinary, hardworking people. They're the party of the elites, and it's sort of a contradiction when you think about it. But this is how it is, right? And this is how you see this in a lot of Democrat-run states. Just as Democrat policies favor the super rich and the super disadvantaged, but the ordinary middle-class people are just decimated by Democrat policy. Just as you see that, it's the same deal in the electorate, okay? And it's really cynical because you see this in a lot of states, like Texas is turning blue, Arizona is turning blue, Virginia has already gone blue, North Carolina is turning blue, Georgia turning blue. Democrats don't need this. They don't. There's already a scary trend of red states that are very important to the election already turning blue. You know what I mean? It's just that Democrats want such a monopoly on power that it's just impossible. That is just impossible for the other side to have anything. One party state. That's what the Democrats are calling for. One party state. And so when you look at these crazy, insane policies, like making citizens out of 11 million illegal immigrants like that, that is the goal here. It is not based on compassion. It is not based on any of that, as much as they will try to claim. It is a pure power grab for political power. And it's not just to win elections, to totally monopolize government. Bottom line here. All right. So here we go. Let's keep going through this insane platform by the insane people. I mean, sorry, not the moderate Democrat platform. This so-called moderate Democrat platform. Let's keep going through this. So let's see. We're talking about the banning of private charter schools, because that's very moderate policy, right? Private charter schools. We have to just ban them, okay? Every single private charter school, we're just going to shut it down. And we don't care about the teachers, don't care about the kids who go there. Nope. Shut down the private charter schools. Opposes private school vouchers. Policies that have helped so many disadvantaged kids. And just in general, there are a lot of kids who go to school based on private school vouchers and who go to private charter schools. But of course, Democrats want to totally upend your way of life. Okay, they want to destroy your way of life Straight up. This is a moderate party. They're so moderate that they are keen on totally destroying many people's lives. We are banning for-profit private charter schools, and we are opposing private school vouchers. Let's set aside the fact that these are actually a good thing. They hold private education, they hold public education accountable. They make it so that kids don't have to go to failing public schools. Nope. Ban them. Get rid of them. We have there. This is another power grab. This is another thing that's totally about power, because Democrats know that the public unions, specifically teachers unions, which are utter teachers unions. Let me tell you something. In this country, are utterly useless and decrepit institutions. But they vote for the Democrats. Okay, they vote for the Democrats because teachers unions are in a constant battle to be more lazy and to demand less work. And so this is just straight up pandering to the teachers unions. They don't care about how many lives this would destroy. They just won't allow private charter schools and school vouchers to coexist with their public education system. Another just pure pandering moment to the teachers unions, hoping that the public school teachers and the public unions will all go vote for the Democrats because of this. They don't not care how many lives are destroyed as a result of this. Okay. So here we go. We're forgiving up to $50,000 in student debt, canceling loans. So of course they're doing that. It's so moderate, right? But here we go. This is the worst part of it. Okay. Separately, the Climate Change Task Force will be co-chaired by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and it calls for a faster timetable to achieve net zero carbon emissions than Biden has previously advocated for. Instead of and they claim that they're not going to be pushing the Green New Deal, but Joe Biden plans to put Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the furthest left person in Congress, probably, who is famous for proposing a Green New Deal that called for the banning of private air travel, the tear down and rebuilding of every single building in America, basically the destruction of cows in the meat industry. Mr. Moderate Joe Biden is putting Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in charge of the issue of climate change. So let's have a run total here, okay? So he's got this is the moderate guys. Remember we were told this is the moderate Democrat. Hey guys, Bernie Sanders lost. That means the Democrat Party still has some moderates in it. Okay, so the moderate Democrat is putting Beto O'Rourke in charge of the issue of guns and putting AOC in charge of the issue of climate change. And this is the so-called moderate liberal Democrat Party. We're not as progressive as everyone says. We're moderate. So moderate that we are going to make citizens overnight out of 11 million illegal immigrants. So moderate that AOC is going to be in charge of climate change. So moderate that Beto O'Rourke is going to be in charge of guns in this country. So moderate that we're going to ban private charter schools. Just get rid of them. Boom, out. This is the moderate party, guys. This is the moderate party. So, but the scary thing is that these people might actually take power. You know what I mean? And that's why I get it. A lot of this country is sort of fed up. They're not really that happy with Trump. Okay, the polls show that. We know that. Okay. But the problem is, the reason why Trump is so down in the polls right now is because Joe Biden is hiding in his basement. Nobody knows, and the media is not talking about this insanity. People just see Joe Biden as, he's old Uncle Joe. He's the Joe Biden of 2008, where he's just sort of a moderate center-left kind of candidate. And they just see that as, you know what, I'm not happy with Trump at the moment. I feel like Joe Biden would be a better alternative. And so that's part of why Joe Biden is so hiding in his basement, not just because of the fact that he, but also because that way he can hide just how radical his agenda is from the American people. Right? Because the American people right now only see Joe Biden as he's just the alternative to Trump, sort of a little bit more liberal, but it's just a classic Democrat president. That's the problem. People think Joe Biden's presidency would be another Obama, another 4 years of Obama. And as bad as the Obama presidency was, Joe Biden's presidency is significantly further to the left, significantly more radical than Obama. Okay, this is not 4 more years of Obama we're talking about. This is 4 more years of something we have never seen in this country. Okay, policies this radically insane and stupid. And the sad part about it is, the media is not talking about it. Okay, the media is just obsessed with Trump's tax returns because they know that these policies are not popular with the American people. They know that this crap is insane. They know that the people in swing states, the moderate independents in these swing states that both, candidates are fighting over, they know that those moderate candidates in those moderate voters in the swing states are not on board with it. So they are hiding their true agenda from the American people. Who does that? Who the hell? Like, how cynical is this? That the Democrats are running off of an agenda that they are hiding, because usually you run off of a message that you think is a good message, and so you want to get your message out there. You want to do these rallies. You want to be on TV. You want to get out there as much as possible. You want to get your message out there. Not the case of the Biden 2020 campaign. The Biden 2020 campaign, it's not, people think it's just because of Joe Biden's lack of mental fortitude. That's not it. That's not the only reason. The other reason why they are so keen on hiding Biden in the campaign from the American people is because they want to hide just how radical this party, this campaign, and this candidate is from the American people. They're not just hiding him because he, is showing early signs of dementia. That is a reason, but that's not the only reason. The other big reason is because they know that what they are running off of is crazy, and they don't want the American people to know it. It's cynical. It's disgusting. It's sad. It's going to be a freaking travesty if he takes office, because the people are going to think, oh, well, we voted for Joe Biden. He's just, he's not as much of a firecracker as Trump, a little bit more moderate, but he's a moderate Democrat, and he's not as polarizing or divisive. So that's what they're going to think. They're going to check off the Joe Biden box. And then once Joe Biden gets in office, you are going to see a presidency that is Bernie Sanders-like on policy, and that is corrupt, Jim Comey-like in terms of administrative government. It is going to be an absolute disaster for this country, and the American people won't even know it until it's too late, because they won't even know what they're voting for. At least in 2016, you had Trump, you had Hillary, you knew what candidates you were voting for, you knew what issues you were voting for, you knew what platforms you were voting for. And this time you don't, because the Democrats are trying to hide their own platform in 2020 from the American people. Running still off of the lie that there is still such a thing as a moderate Democrat politician. Let me tell you, there are no moderate Democrat politicians left in high levels of government. Sure, there might be some local mayors or governors somewhere where they're still pretty moderate, but in terms of mainstream political figures in Washington and on high state level positions, there is no such thing as a moderate Democrat left. They are all crazy and insane. And we're going to go over that, why that is, in just a little bit. So you have Ilhan Omar, okay, and I'm gonna draw a little bit of a comparison here, okay. So we have Ilhan Omar. Everyone knows she's radical. Everyone has always known she's insane, but going even a step further now. By the way, if someone didn't know this, her daughter, you can look this up. Her daughter is an outspoken communist revolutionary. Okay, so that and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I'm sure. But you have Ilhan, and here's proof of that. This week, or I think it was last week actually, you had Ilhan Omar calling for the dismantlement of every aspect of the U.S. economy and the dismantlement of the U.S. political system.
As long as our economy and political systems prioritize profit without considering who is profiting, who is being shut out, we will perpetuate this inequality. So we cannot stop at criminal justice system. We must begin the work of dismantling the whole system of oppression wherever we find it.
So Ilhan Omar is crazy. We've known that for a long time. Now she is obviously emboldened to take an even more radical, far left approach. and position on the issue. But we've always known that Ilhan Omar was a far-left figure in the party. Now, she's now showing that she's significantly more far-left than we even thought when people voted her in. But that's not the question here, because my discussion was about moderate Democrats, because what I'm saying is that the so-called moderate Democrats no longer exist, right? So let's talk about Nancy Pelosi, right? Nancy Pelosi, when she has been seen and the media has been describing her and everyone's been acting like she's the moderate Democrat that keeps the far left of her party in check, right? Because now Democrats have Congress, and Nancy Pelosi is the one who tries to reel in AOC and Ilhan Omar. Is Nancy Pelosi really that different from them? Is Nancy Pelosi really that moderate herself? Well, let's see. Past month, we have seen vandalism. We've seen angry mobs in French Revolution style. We've seen angry mobs go up to statues and deface them, vandalize them, and tear them down. And this is not just statues of Confederate soldiers we're talking about. We're talking about statues of Christopher Columbus, the founding fathers, and even in some cases, abolitionists, and Abraham Lincoln, and abolitionists. So it would stand to reason that political violence would be condemned by moderates. You would stand to reason that a moderate politician, right or left, a moderate politician would condemn angry mobs tearing down and defacing statues. Well, let's see if moderate Nancy Pelosi is going to condemn tearing down and defacing statues.
But I don't care that much about statues.
Respectfully, shouldn't that be done by a commission or the city council, not a mob in the middle of the night throwing it into the harbor?
People will do what they do. I do think that from a safety standpoint, it would be a good idea to have it taken down if the community doesn't want it. I don't know that it has to be a commission, but it just could be a community view. And sometimes it's something that's been there, that view has been there for a while.
The harbor?
People will do what they do.
The harbor?
People will do what they do.
The harbor?
People will do what they do.
People will do what they do. I don't care about statues. Are those the words of a moderate politician, whether they're moderate to the right or the left, in the midst of a mass cultural revolution to tear down and deface statues, to literally pull them down and destroy them? Are those the words of a moderate politician? Wouldn't you think that a moderate politician, whether they're right or left, would condemn mass political violence, would condemn what is by definition terrorism? Wouldn't a moderate politician condemn rioting, condemn the destruction of public property and private property, political violence, people literally being beaten in the streets? Wouldn't a moderate politician condemn that? Well, the answer is yes. But Nancy Pelosi is not a moderate Democrat. There's no such thing as a moderate Democrat politician left. They have all gone crazy. They are all skewed so far to the left. So it's easy to listen to Ilhan Omar saying crazy things and calling for crazy things and thinking, well, she's just the fringe of the party. She's not where the mainstream of the party is. But now ask yourself, how different is Nancy Pelosi from Ilhan Omar? How different is Joe Biden from Bernie Sanders? For a while, you saw the Joe Bidens and the Nancy Pelosi try to distance themselves from Biden, from Bernie, and from Ilhan Omar, and from AOC, right? But following the wake of this far-left cultural revolution happening in this country, you can see quite clearly that there is no longer that distinction, okay? Not only are Biden and Pelosi and the moderates of the party just straight up letting the far left do whatever they want. No, they're actually on board with the far left. They're on board with the far left. You will hear the same exact rhetoric from Nancy Pelosi as you will from Ilhan Omar on the issue of statues and the political violence and all of it. Okay. And Joe Biden is not any better than Pelosi, by the way. Joe Biden was asked basically the same question, and he too refused to. First of all, he set up a rhetorical fallacy where he tried to act like the issue was only about Confederate statues, which is false. Statues of basically everyone are being torn down. Confederate statues aren't even the main target, right? But Joe Biden rhetorical fallacy where he made the issue only about Confederate statues when the issue is about all types of statues. But even then, Joe Biden could not condemn the tearing down of statues. We will, and not just statues. We will not get a wholehearted, solid, genuine condemnation of any of the political violence we have seen in our country for the last month from Joe Biden. We will not get any condemnation of political violence from Joe Biden. So there's your moderate candidate for you. There's your moderate wing of the Democrat Party winning the primary and really taking over the party. You know, there's your moderate Democrat for you. Mr. Moderate Joe Biden, old Uncle Joe, can't even condemn political violence and domestic terrorism happening in our streets. Yeah, you're not so moderate, Joe. Not so moderate after all. But the worst part of it, the worst part of it, as I will say again, is not that this stuff is happening. Okay? The worst part of it is that it's happening under the wool of the eyes of the American people. Because the media won't bring up the fact. The media isn't bringing up any of this. The media is not talking about Biden and Bernie's absolutely insane far left radical unity plan. They're not talking about that. The media won't talk about the fact that Biden will not condemn political violence. Of course, after Charlottesville, the journalists were all in Trump's face. Do you condemn white supremacy? Do you condemn white supremacy? You and I, no one is in Joe Biden's face asking it. Do you condemn far left radical domestic terrorism happening on a daily basis in our country? No, you won't see any journalists condemning, harassing about that. And so the worst part about it all is that this is all happening underneath the watch of the American people. See, people, they want to make this election so it's only a referendum on Trump. So the media and Joe Biden saying, look how bad Trump is. Look how bad Trump is. And a lot of the American people, since we've had coronavirus and civil unrest, they're like, oh, yeah, Trump is pretty bad. So that's what the American people are seeing. And they're not seeing what's happening underneath, how freaking crazy and radical and insane the Democrat Party. It's happening under the wool of the eyes of the American people. No one is talking about who Joe Biden is, what he stands for, or what he believes, or how crazy the platform of the Democrat Party going to November is. And that's the worst part of it all. It's really scary. And so that's why we are 15 minutes into the stream. That's why I've spent the entire first hour of this show simply talking about how radically crazy, insane the Democrat Party going into November of 2020 is. Okay? That's why. Because nobody else will talk about it. Okay? Roger Stone got pardoned a few hours ago. Great thing for our country. Great thing for Roger Stone. But honestly, between my communication to you guys, what I have a platform to say to you guys, I don't care about that. Okay? That's partisan junk. Okay? While we talk about this other stuff, the Democrat Party has gone insanely far to the left in this country. And they are now on track to actually take power. Okay? Unless Republicans start waking the American people up saying, look how, this is what Democrats are doing. This is what they are calling for. Look at it. And so that's why I have spent so long simply talking about how radically crazy, insane the Democrat Party has become. And the thing is, they weren't always like this. So just because when I make these allegations, any of the neo-libs would deny this. They'll say, no, you Trump supporters are the radical ones. You Trump supporters are the extremists. We're just trying to return America to normalcy. Because that's an appeal you're going to hear from the media. That's an appeal you're going to hear from Biden this whole election season. We're just trying to return America to normalcy. Okay, well, what is normalcy? What is normalcy? Well, it's certainly not the Democrat Party is currently running off of. And you know how I know that? You know who I'm going to figure that out from? The Democrat Party themselves, back when times were supposedly normal. So we just talked about how the Biden-Bernie unity plan it included citizenship for 11 million illegal immigrants and open borders. Okay, the repeal of all travel bans, the repeal of all asylum regulations to ensure accountability. The Democrat plan for 2020 is open borders. And they tell us that open borders is a return to normalcy. The post-Trump return to normalcy. We're just trying to take our country back to normal, guys. Okay. Really? Check this out.
This is just one more example of something that is not thought through and is primarily put forward for political consumption.
The bill before us will certainly do some good. It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders.
The fence is now basically complete. Maybe they'll need a moat. Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Secure our borders with technology, personnel, physical barriers if necessary in some places.
We will not build a wall. Instead, we will build an economy where everyone who wants a good job can get one.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence. And let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin. It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
And the impulse is to hunker down, shut the gates, build walls, exit at this moment is precisely the wrong answer.
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on.
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border. All along, the president's saying, well, I'll do DACA and Dreamers in return for the wall. He's got it. President Trump, if you want to open the government, you must abandon the wall.
So, Democrats, you are not the one who has gone crazy, okay? You are not the one who's been radicalized by the right to become this right-wing Trump-supporting extremist. You are not the one who is crazy. We are not the ones who are crazy. We are not the ones who are taking America away from normalcy. No, it is Democrats that have gone crazy. Democrats are the ones who have gone extreme. Okay, Democrats are the ones who have gone totally off the rails. Okay, you are not the one who is going crazy. You are not the one who is becoming radicalized. They are. And so they are going to campaign. The Democratic Party is going to campaign in 2020 off of Trump has got taken the country out of control. We need a return to normalcy, and we are the return to normalcy. Nonsense. BS. Okay? These people are not normal. These people are not running off of a normal platform. These people are not running off of normalcy whatsoever. Let me change the banner real quick, actually, because I need to do it again. The entire Democrat Party has gone crazy. I mean, that's the bottom line here. The moderates in the party are now there's very little distinction between the moderates and the progressives, okay? Before you had moderates here, progressives here. They're together now. They're together now. They're working together. It is not you. And I know at a time like this, it is a cultural revolution going in our country. Mob is running our country. It is easy to think that when you see all these crazy radical ideas around you, but they're so mainstream, like they're like everyone is embracing these making these once radical fringe ideas. Everyone's making them mainstream. It's easy to think, well, if the rest of society is normal, then I must be the one that's gone crazy. You are not going crazy. You are not crazy. They are. They are. Take no better example than CNN. Okay, and people might say, oh, well, CNN is not the Democrat Party. Well, CNN is the Democrat Party. CNN is a propaganda wing for the Democrat Party. I'm not saying most of the shows on Fox News are not, but we just have to admit, like, CNN is the representative of the spokesperson for the liberal Democrat Party, right? So let's take the example of CNN. And let's take the example of perhaps CNN's most obnoxious host, Mr. Don Lemon. I believe he's on at, 9 o'clock Eastern time? Mr. Don Lemon. So, Don Lemon has had this obnoxious, all of CNN has the same obnoxious appeal that things were just so normal before Trump. And then now, Trump is crazy, his supporters are crazy, and everyone else is normal. The anti-Trump Republicans are normal. The Lincoln Project is normal. We are normal. We're the rational, normal people. Trump is the one. Trump is the one that's taking the Republican Party so far to the right. It's us. It's conservatives that have gone way far to the right. We're just the normal people trying to be normal here. Okay. Well, we've heard the rhetoric of Don Lemon the past few months. It has not been anything close to normal. Okay, Don Lemon has outright made excuses for political violence. Don Lemon has embraced every aspect of the far left Black Lives Matter organization and movement. Okay, Don Lemon has straight up said to Terry, you can see in a segment with Terry Crews, Don Lemon straight up says that we should not be, that black on black violence should not be a concern. And he's basically been pushing all the far left talking points of Black Lives Matter, of the Black Lives Matter organization and movement. And so it'd be easy to think, well, if Don Lemon is so normal, then that would mean that if our country has been screwed up by Trump and everything was so normal before Trump, that must mean that whatever Don Lemon is saying now, he was saying back then. Check this out. This is Don Lemon in 2013. So this is only 7 years ago. Obama was president. This is, and keep in mind everything he's saying now. Every far left radical position on race that he's pushing now. Here's Don Lemon just 7 years ago, 2013 on CNN.
It's time now for some tough love on the subject.
The reason there is so much violence and chaos in the black precincts is the disintegration of the African American family.
He's got a point. In fact, he's got more than a point. Bill?
Raised without much structure, young black men often reject education and gravitate towards the street culture, drugs, hustling, gangs. Nobody forces them to do that. Again, it is a personal decision.
He is right about that too. But in my estimation, he doesn't go far enough. Because black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Here's number 5. Pull up your pants. Number 4 now is the N-word. Now number 3. Respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here. Number 2, finish school. You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids are acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English. Over the course of a career, a college grad will make nearly $1 million more than a high school graduate. That's a lot of money. And number 1, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should, especially without planning for one or getting married first. More than 72% of children in the African American community are born out of wedlock. That means absent fathers. And the studies show that lack of a male role model is an express train right to prison. And the cycle continues. So please, black folks, pay close attention to the hip-hop and rap culture that glorifies everything I just mentioned. Thug and reprehensible behavior. A culture that is making a lot of people rich, just not you.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Every single thing that, first of all, Don Lemon agreeing with Bill O'Reilly on Fox News could never happen today. That would never happen today. But everything Don Lemon just said is now seen as a far-right, radical, racist, all lives matter, right-wing talking point. Everything he said, whether it's having babies out of wedlock, having families, fatherlessness in the black community, those have become right-wing talking points, and they shouldn't be right-wing talking points. They should be bipartisan talking points, because the issue of fatherlessness is an issue that's not backed on opinion. It's based by data, okay? And both sides should be agreeing on it. And as you can see, apparently both sides used to agree on it. But bringing up fatherlessness, talking about the destructiveness of the hip-hop rap culture, talking about, just generally looking after your community, those have now become seen as all lives matter, right-wing radical talking points. Don Lemon could not and would not ever make that monologue on TV today. So as I will say, these people used to be these people used to be liberals, and I would not agree with Don Lemon. I wasn't aware Don Lemon used to be a right-wing racist radical extremist. Wow, I didn't know that. Just 7 years ago too. I didn't know he was a far-right conservative, all lives matter, right-wing racist extremist. Did not know that. By the way, we're at 1 hour right now. Comment in the chat, hashtag 1 hour gang. But I didn't know that. I didn't know Don Lemon was a racist, or he was a leftist. He was far right racist. Wow. I guess you learn something new every day. I'm really glad he's changed. It is not you that has gone crazy. It is they that have gone crazy. We have stayed the same. That's the thing about all this. They always try to act like Trump, the Republican Party, used to be sort of normal, and now Trump totally radicalized everything. And you guys are crazy and racist. No, it's them that have changed, that have gone crazy. And the opinion polls have shown this. There's a Pew Research poll that compares the positions of Democrats and Republicans from 1993 to now. It finds that Republicans have gone a little bit further to the right, but they've mostly stayed the same. But it found that the opinions of Democrats have gone skewed way far to the left. And so what it basically proves is that the Democrats and the left in this country is the one that is causing the political divide. Okay? Anyways, let me shout out to the 1 hour gang before we keep going in this thing. All right, so we got a shout out to Tristan, shout out to Ryan, shout out to Ty, shout out to People Blast, shout out to Nico, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Ella, shout out to Unknown User, shout out to Chevy, shout out to Austin, shout out to Lexi, shout out to DC Pig, shout out to Hosey, shout out to Tasha, shout out to James, shout out to people said conservative gang, but they spelled conservative wrong. Shout out to Humphrey, shout out to Olivia, shout out to Matthew, shout out to Brian, shout out to Liam. Oh shoot, I lost my place. Shout out to all these people. Okay, hopefully I'm getting them all. Shout out to Matthew. Okay. Anyways, it's not you that has gone crazy. Okay? It is, and this reiterates back to the point of this show, and the central point of the show. And the entire Democrat Party has gone crazy. It's not just like, oh, they've always been like this. They have not always been like this. No. The entire Democrat Party has gone crazy. And the so-called moderates are gone. There's no such thing as a moderate Democrat anymore. And we were told, too. CNN it's not just, so first of all, CNN always used to act like, and they still do. They still act like the objective purveyor of information, reliable sources. We are the objective, unbiased news media. Like it's only CNN that still plays that gimmick. All these other networks admit that they're biased, okay, but it's only CNN that still plays that crap. But they also try to paint themselves as the moderate liberals, and that was the common perception. And the reason why most people sort of went along with that train of thinking was because in 2016 and now they chose the moderate, corporatist, traditional candidates. They favored them over Bernie Sanders. Okay, they sort of screwed out Bernie Sanders. They screwed the progressives over in 2016 and in 2020. And so that was a traditional view of thinking that CNN is liberal, but it's center left. It's a moderate liberal. It's not like the progressives of the Democrat Party. Wrong again. As I continue to reiterate, CNN is entirely progressive and in bed with the radical left. Here's an example. So obviously we watched this country watched on the 4th of July as Mount Rushmore suddenly became a controversial thing. And hold on, I might be lagging a little bit, so I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. Okay, it looks like I should be back because I'm watching my lips move and I saw a little bit of lag. Okay, I should be back now, hopefully. This country watched over the 4th of July weekend as Mount Rushmore. Actually, shoot, it keeps doing this. Can you guys put in the comments right now? Let me know if I'm lagging. I'm good? Okay, well, if I'm good, then I'm good. Okay, so this country watched as Mount Rushmore became a figure of controversy, but it wasn't just by like the far radical left communists that just hate this country in general. It wasn't led by them. No, it was led by the so-called moderates. You're the so-called moderates out here telling us that Mount Rushmore suddenly is a symbol of racism. Okay? But has Mount Rushmore always been a symbol of racism and white supremacy, or has the Democrat Party and the Democrat media gone crazy? Well, here's example number 2 of how crazy and how much CNN has lost their minds. And by the way, this is someone else's edit. So the headlines that they write are not mine. Okay, I do not necessarily endorse those headlines. I did not write those headlines myself, but I'm going to play their video. Let's take a look at whether or not the far left radical, because we're told that we're just trying, we're not really that liberal. We're just trying to bring the country back to normalcy. Okay. Let's see. Let's find out if CNN has always been like this. And let's find out whether they're going crazy or we're going crazy. Okay, let's see.
And Jake, kicking off the Independence Day weekend, President Trump will be at Mount Rushmore, where he'll be standing in front of a monument of 2 slave owners and on land wrestled away from Native Americans, told that be focusing on the effort to, quote, tear down our country's history.
And how big is all these things?
Roughly, they're 6-story building.
Oh, is that
each
right?
one, yeah.
Is that really right?
It is. If you're looking at Washington's nose, the nose alone is 21 feet. He's got the biggest nose. Everybody else is 20 feet.
Senator, can you envision yourself up there one day?
You think there's a location for me right to Lincoln's right there? Well, I see some spots, but this is just extraordinary, and it's a good day to be an American. It's something that we should be very, very proud of.
Does it make you think about leadership in this country?
It does. I mean, you have 4 great presidents up there. That's right. 4 great presidents, but just the accomplishment and the beauty here. It really does make one very proud to be an American and to preserve our natural resources and to accomplish things like this. What a great accomplishment. And we can do it today, and we can do it in the future. The people had the vision and the courage to get up there and the ability to do that. That's America at its best. So it's a proud day for me that this is my first visit here to Mount Rushmore.
That post casts shadow as the sun moves, so it looks like the eyes are almost trapped. Huh.
That's cool.
It wasn't shown there, I don't believe, but in the actual CNN story, talking about the issue, the journalist who was reporting on it, talking about the Bernie Sanders visit in 2016, Mount Rushmore, quote, monument for great American presidents. So that's a far cry from what they were saying in 2020, which is, on land wrestled away from Native Americans, show in a monument to presidents who were slaveholders. It's quite a far cry. CNN. Take this headline to heart, folks, because CNN is supposed to be the center-left network. We're traditionally told CNN is sort of center-left, MSNBC is more liberal, and you have like the grassroots organizations like the Turks and stuff that are just super left. CNN is supposed to be the more sort of moderate, liberal, traditional establishment Democrat sort of network. Okay, well, let's run with that. If that establishment normal side of the Democrat Party looks like, God help us all. Those are normal? Those are moderates? My goodness. I mean, my goodness, okay? But that seems like enough. I think you guys get the point. I just want to drill it home, really drill it home that no, we are not the ones that went crazy. We are not the ones that just started this political divide in America. We are not. They are. They have gone crazy. They think you're crazy. They think you're some racist white supremacist with a tinfoil hat and an anti-vax shirt in his basement. They're the ones who've gone crazy. They're the ones who have turned radical. Not you. Not you. And as I'll say again, the worst part of all of this is that they still try to mask how crazy they are, okay? Maybe is admitting it. At least the media is showing their true colors of just how crazy they are. But the Democrat candidates, nope. They're trying to fly under the radar. In fact, the media is still covering for them because the media is still focused on how bad Trump is. Doesn't even want to just say the stuff that Biden's running on because they know that the American people don't support the actual things that Biden is running on. But it's just absolutely cynical. And that's why I've spent so long, just talking about this with you. I want to drill it home that they are the ones who are crazy. Okay? Anyways, I want to bring something up. Okay, so this is just real quick. I saw a video that I liked that I want to share it with you guys. Check out this video. So keep in mind, this guy brings up basically most of the talking points that Don Lemon brought up in his thing. But now this is 2020. He's in Orange County. He's a Trump supporter. He's with a bunch of Trump supporters. And despite his race, they will still try to paint him as some far-right radical white supremacist. But check it out. And by the way, I want to say God bless this man because we have to be the ones that speak out. You know, the Republican politicians, they're spineless. They don't know what the hell they're doing. You know, they're totally misguided and tone deaf. We have to be the ones that get out there and speak out. And God bless this guy for doing so. But check this out. And as you watch this, consider how the media would react to this, okay? If the story got picked up by the media, how would they react to this? Would they say it's just a guy out there expressing his opinion and having a civil discourse? Or would they say that he is a radical far-right white supremacist threatening a bunch of innocent anti-racist protesters? Okay, check this out.
The black lady has not gone through anything. Ain't she been through no racism? Nobody's treating her bad. In a black neighborhood, black on black crime is real, and most of them are dying from black crimes. White people aren't doing anything to them. White people voted Barack Obama in for 8 years. 8 years. Everything that the blacks could be crying about should have did it on his watch, and they didn't. I'm black, 52, I'm not oppressed. Ain't nobody oppressing me. America is more free than it's ever been. That's right. And every black person know that. That's amen. Right. So they keep listening to somebody make you think they going through this. Some little young 19-year-old black person, they've been through this. They ain't been through nothing. They're creating it. They're creating a problem that does not exist, like they're talking about. Is there racism? Of course. But overall, you understand how far we've come? Huh? Yeah, do you understand how far we've come? We have now in America, white mothers and fathers are allowing their daughters to marry black folks. Y'all know this stuff that don't exist like it used to. Years ago, a white girl could have never. I'm married to a Caucasian woman, the most beautiful woman in the world. So all this talk about racism and all this, don't listen to it. It's a lie. They don't know who they're mad at. Remember, this started with George Floyd. It went from George Floyd to now it became the white people. Then it went from the white people. Now it's the whole system of America. They don't know what they're mad at. They don't know what they're bothered by. All we're saying, you guys, don't get caught up in the hype. It's all wrong. I am the happiest man. I'm one of the happiest men in the world. I'm one of the happiest, blessed men in the world. If you could see my life, I thank God. But that's what I told them. I'm not oppressed. The only people that's oppressed in this world is people that embrace being oppressed.
It is. Yes.
If you want to complain about something, there's a million things to complain about. But why not be grateful at what you have? And this is what I say. If they're so bothered, why don't they leave and go to Africa and to another country? Woo! If you're that bothered with America, pack your stuff, hold a crusade, because I think some of us will put money up and help you leave.
So what he said, and is, sometimes traditionally people might not have agreed with all of it, but what he said, generally speaking, what he said used to be more or less common thought and common sense in America. America's not perfect, but we've come a long way on the issue of race. We should be proud of it. Generally speaking, America is not oppressive, not really that racist. Everyone is more or less, and there are problems, but everyone more or less, we try to make sure that everyone is equal in this country. And if you don't like this country, I mean, you can leave. So that used to be mainstream thought in this country. I was actually raised, I remember going to school, in elementary school, and it used to be sort of that more or less train of thinking used to be normal in this country. Like I grew up with it, and it wasn't just because I first of all, I did not grow up around conservatives, but just generally speaking, I sort of just grew up with that sentiment, more or less. It's totally gone now. Totally erased now. The media will, if the media were to do it, I mean, they're going to try to ignore it because it goes against their narrative. A black person disagreeing with the Black Lives Matter movement, we're not going to cover that. But if the media were to cover it, they would try to paint him as some evil racist that man clearly just is not. But I mean, there you go. There you go. The left in this country has gone crazy. Bottom line of this show, the left in this country has gone crazy. Now, do they care? I mean, their insanity has actual real life consequences. I mean, we talked just about their proposed ideas, like these are the crazy things they're proposing going to the election, and we should talk about those. But forget the election. The far left nonsense that has already infiltrated our country is already having real life effects, and they are unanimously bad. They're unanimously bad effects. So this week, Bill de Blasio was there at the painting of the slogan of the far left organization, Black Lives Matter, on Fifth Avenue. Okay, and they purposely just painted it in front of Trump Tower as a stupid political stunt and a total waste of time, right? It's pure pandering. But they paint Black Lives Matter, in front of Trump Tower, and Bill de Blasio gets on the camera and he says, "We want to affirm that we understand something that President Trump doesn't understand, which is that Black Lives Matter." Really, Bill de Blasio. So you understand that Black Lives Matter, but Donald Trump doesn't. Okay. Well, let's look at what the far left radical craziness has done to your city. And let's see what you've done for your own city, Mr. de Blasio. So over this weekend, the 4th of July weekend, we saw an insane increase in crime in New York City. 65 people shot. On Sunday alone, 30 shot, 10 dead in New York City. And by the way, as we know, disproportionately the victims of those shootings, sadly, disgustingly, are Black Americans. But this is not rocket science. This is not just something that spontaneously happens and we don't know why. We clearly know this is a direct result of the under-policing, and now New York City has voted to defund the police, so that's another thing about it, of the under-policing that we've seen in the wake of the Black Lives Matter movement, okay? Bill de Blasio got rid of the plainclothes anti-crime unit. Bill de Blasio has set up an atmosphere where police are not allowed to respond to calls because of, the under-policing going on in our country, where it's like if the police do their jobs, it's a problem, and we're going to riot, protest, and we're going to get the cop thrown in jail for life and stuff like that, right? But Bill de Blasio has not taken a stand against this mob, and instead he's entirely embraced this far-left movement. And it is getting Black Americans killed. 65 shot in New York City over the weekend. 30 on Sunday shot 10 dead on Sunday alone. Over the weekend, more people were killed by civilian violence in New York City than all of unarmed black people killed by police in 2019. And this is not rocket science again. This is directly because of the leftist push to under-police our cities that Bill de Blasio came to. So this is a direct result of Bill de Blasio's policies and the movement that he embraces. And yet, after all of that carnage, killing, and death, Bill de Blasio, disproportionately towards black Americans, Bill de Blasio has the nerve to get up there on Fifth Avenue in front of Trump Tower and tell Trump that he doesn't understand that Black Lives Matter, that he does not think that Black Lives Matter, but that Bill de Blasio does. You have it backwards, actually, Mr. Mayor. It's actually you that does not understand that Black Lives Matter, because if you did understand that Black Lives Matter, you would not abolish the plainclothes crime unit that is responsible for saving so many black lives. You would not embrace the movement that is causing your NYPD to not be able to respond to violence against black people. You would not be embracing this far left radical movement against police if you believe that Black Lives Matter. The nerve of this man, after his policies caused one of the deadliest weekends and the deadliest months in recent New York City history, as a direct result of his policies and his rhetoric, the nerve of this man to get in front of Trump Tower and say that Trump doesn't believe that Black Lives Matter, but we do. By the way, not social distancing whatsoever. So I guess, Bill de Blasio canceled all events in New York City except for the protests over the summer. Because, of course, we don't believe in equality under the law. You have to stay home. You have to stay inside unless you're protesting for Black Lives Matter, right? You already know how that goes. So not social distancing at all. Has the nerve to not social distance and get in front of Fifth Avenue, paint the slogan of his movement in front of Trump Tower, and has the nerve to get up there and say that the president does not believe that Black Lives Matter. It's you that doesn't understand that Black Lives Matter. Okay? Because if you did, you will not be pushing policies that so clearly and obviously and blatantly lead to more black deaths. A huge increase in black deaths. If you believe that Black Lives Matter, Mr. de Blasio, forget the movement for a second. We're talking about Black Lives Matter in lowercase right now. Okay? If you believe that Black Lives Matter, bring back the anti-crime unit and let your police do their damn jobs, because black people are getting killed as a result of under your watch and as a result of your policies. The nerve of Bill de Blasio, absolutely pathetic. Anyways, what happens if you're not so crazy in this country, right? Because as the theme I've been talking about on this show, you know, the Democrat Party. Sorry, my hair is getting so itchy because of this hat. Should I take my hat off? Whatever. Now my glasses got all foggy. Oh shoot. So as the theme we've been rolling with this whole episode, you know, the Democrat Party has gone crazy. There's no such thing as they claim to be the moderates. There's no such thing as a moderate Democrat Party anymore. What happens if you are moderate? You know, because the Democrats claim to have moderates in their party. They don't. But what happens to the voters and the people who actually are moderates? What does the Democrat Party do to them? Well, actual moderates get chewed and eaten up and just spit out and just totally abused, trampled on, harassed, and destroyed. That's what the moderate Democrats do to moderate people in this country. Okay, because not everyone who's been out here, you know, opposing Black Lives Matter craziness has been a hardcore, die-hard, Trump-supporting conservative evangelical Republican. I mean, they might try to pretend like that, but it's just not. The reality is that a lot of moderate people, moderate center-right, center-left people, even some liberals, disagree with the craziness that's going on in our country right now. Okay? The so-called Democrat Party that is supposedly ran by moderates at this point has totally chewed up and spit them out and just destroyed them and abused them. Okay? See no distinction between actual moderates and just straight up normal conservatives, diehard conservatives in this country. And don't get me wrong, I consider myself to be a conservative and a strong conservative, not one of the moderates. But the Democrat Party doesn't see a distinction between this. If you're somewhat against this crazy radical idea and radical movement, you're our enemy. Take him out, okay? And if you don't believe me, let's do a little thought experiment. If you don't believe me, just try posting on Instagram that you don't believe in defunding the police, okay? And that's a moderate position. That's not a far right conservative position. That is it's just a moderate position that you don't believe in defunding the police, okay? Actually, to support funding the police is just so far to the left ridiculously. I mean, even liberals traditionally would say that defunding the police sounds insane. So that's a moderate position. That is a moderate position. Post that on Instagram. See what happens. See what the response is. And there you go. That's how you go. But look at Goya Foods. Okay, so this week Goya Foods, which I've actually never heard of, but I guess it's like a Hispanic. They make like Hispanic food products and stuff like that. The Goya Foods CEO praised President Trump a little bit. Said that he's happy to have President Trump in office and stuff like that. And immediately, despite the fact that, by the way, Goya Foods is big in Latin America, they actually what they do is actually pretty humanitarian, and any progressive should actually be afforded what Goya Foods does. Liberals on Twitter and the Democrat Party immediately called for a boycott of Goya Foods. Okay, just because their CEO has opinions that agree with Trump, that support Trump. Is that a moderate position? Is it a moderate position to call for a mass boycott of people of a corporation led by a CEO who disagrees with you? Is that a moderate position? No, it's not. Bottom line is the Democrat Party has gone absolutely freaking crazy and absolutely freaking insane. We're going to wrap up soon tonight, and then we're going to go on to making the merch and stuff like that and live interaction. But I just want to reiterate before we finish that the Democrat Party has seriously gone off the rails, and don't let them hide it from you, okay? Because you see Joe Biden, you see the media trying to be subtle about it, trying to sneak that far left agenda under the nose of the American people. Don't let them. Do not let them. Okay? If you see people out there saying, no, I don't really like either candidate, but I don't like Trump is so crazy and polarizing, and Joe Biden's not. He's a little bit more rational, so I guess I'll go vote for old Uncle Joe. Stop them. Bring up the unity plan. Talk about just how damn crazy and radical of a policy they're voting for. Because the reality is that most American people in this country are somewhere in the middle, right? They might be center right, center left, but a lot of people in this country are somewhere in the middle, and they just want, a political system that works for them and has ideas of both sides. So don't let any moderates, don't let any independents get away with voting for the far left progressive radicalist and insaneness of Joe Biden. Anyways, that wraps up the news portion of tonight's show. So we're going to be designing merch in a little bit, but real quick before we do that, I'm going to go through the comments, chat with you guys real quick for about 5 minutes, and we'll get to talk to looking at designing the merch and stuff like that. Okay, so let's see. Man, I'm hungry. I should eat dinner, but we got to finish this stream, so I can't eat dinner. Let's see. So Vince, do a Q&A. Well, that's what we're doing right now. So, I mean, if you want to drop some questions in, go ahead. We'll talk for a little bit. MAGA Hulk is this really buff Trump supporter. He's huge, dude. That guy is huge. And he's like a commentator, influencer. He's known. Turning Point USA ambassador. How do I even describe MAGA Hulk? Anyone want to describe MAGA Hulk for me? He's just an ultimate alpha male Chad that supports Trump and is not afraid to show it. And no one messes with him because he's so damn big and buff. But yeah. He's on Instagram, by the way, so. Vince, how are you after the Ducks, man? We worried about you. It's all good. Don't worry about me. All right. I told you guys back then not to worry about me. Don't worry about me now. We got it handled. We handled the situation. We won Alpha Moves Only. That's that show after we got doxxed is actually where I first coined the term Alpha Moves Only. We won. We made Alpha Moves Only. Trust me, the kid who doxed me, it did not end well for him. I'll just say that. But in terms of me personally, I mean, I knew it was going to happen at some point. I just didn't expect it to happen for my own classmates. That was the surprise for me. But don't worry, we won. And also, our social media following took off like a rocket after that. I mean, we multiplied like crazy, grown like crazy. So let's just say that hopefully these cyber bullies from my school are sort of scared to mess with me from here on out, because now we have a much larger audience that has our back, and it's a deterrence, you know? It's peace through strength. It's a deterrence. I think the fact that we have it's crazy. It was only like a month ago, but my base, like Dalpac, the size of Dalpac was so much smaller then than it was now. I mean, look at, we got 41 people on the stream right now. Before we used to have like 10 people on a stream at one time, right? The size of Dalpac has grown so much that hopefully they never mess with me again. But the bottom line is, if they do, I mean, we got election year next year, so it might get kind of crazy again. If they do, so long as you guys have my back, it'll be fine. All right, we got this. But anyways, did I dust my room yet? The answer is no. I forgot, but I'm not congested tonight, so maybe I'm just getting used to the dust. Guys, I know we want Vince for president, but he has stated that he just wants to be a political commentator for the time being, and that time will tell. Yeah, I see. This is true. I'm a commentator, guys. Okay, like okay. So the reason I understand why a lot of people want commentators to be politicians, because commentators don't care. All right, that's why I live like commentators. Commentators don't care. They just say what they want. They get on. They talk and do what they want. Politicians have to act so diplomatic. Okay, and I'm sure most of you guys come from Politigram, so you see the difference. So you can always make a distinction between a young kid who wants to be a politician and a young kid who wants to be a commentator. And you can tell wholeheartedly that I want to be a commentator because I screw around, you know, I have fun. I don't always have a filter. I just say what I want, you know. And I make hella content, make hella videos, and I just say what I want, say what's on my mind. Politicians have to act so much more posh, more, you know, like uptight fans. And there's nothing wrong with people who want to be politicians. It's just not, I just don't see it as my thing. They have to act so much more formal. Even with Trump, okay, Trump sort of rejected the traditional politician behavior, but Trump just does it in a way that it works, you know. But I would say definitely for the time being, I do want to be a political commentator, and that's the goal, that's the dream. Hence why we have a show every week, right? Because that's my goal. I want to be a political commentator. That's why I make monologues so often. That's my goal is political commentary. To be honest, I don't think I'd make that good of a politician. It's just not my thing, to be honest. I don't know much about like the specifics of legislation or anything like that, but I just enjoy commentary. You know, that's why I started this. That's why I started doing what I do. What I do is commentary. You know, you can clearly tell I'm not running for political office, because if I was, I'd be taking all these nice diplomatic pictures and posting them on Instagram and like taking pictures, smiling at fundraiser dinners and crap like that. Like, no, I get out there and I say my opinion and I explain this, debunk this, give that opinion on this, give my opinion on that. Political commentary is my thing. That's who I am. That's what I am. But with that being said, never say never. You know, never say never. I don't rule it out. I don't rule out the idea of being a politician or running for president. But it's just my life goal right now, as I see it, is commentary, and that's where I am. Let's see. Do you think federal troops should occupy states that want mail-in or no voting ID? So I definitely think we should stop it. Now I think sending federal troops in there might be a little bit crazy, but the bottom line is yes, I do think we need to put extreme political pressure, everything that's within the legal bounds, to ensure that mail-in voting is stopped and that no voter ID is stopped. Do I have any hobbies outside of politics? Okay, so I'm a big college football fan. I'm a big fan of the show Cobra Kai, and I play video games sometimes. Like I play NCAA 14. So I'm a college football boy. Okay, talk to me about college football if you're interested in that stuff. I play NCAA 14, GTA Online. Those are like the only two video games I play. But honestly, like not that much because I go to school. I'm in high school. And I have a very rigorous academic schedule, like I'm in APs and all that stuff. And so it's basically just school politics. Now, in the summer, I guess I should probably pick up some other hobbies, but honestly, just what I'm doing politically, I get absorbed in it. I get caught up in it. And I'm in a stage right now where, I haven't made it yet politically. I don't work for Fox News or Blaze TV or Daily Wire or have my own organization yet, like none of that stuff, right? I'm on the come up. I'm trying to make it. And so you have to grind, I have to work my butt off, do these streams every week. I honestly, if I had better internet connection, I would do these streams like every day. But I'm just in the grind stage right now. My mentality has been grind, work. And there you go. That's how it is. I should play Fortnite with Bryson Gray. Bro, I don't play Fortnite, okay? I suck at anything that's like a shooter, a free aim shooter game. I suck at those. What do you see happening in America in the next 10 years? Okay, so interestingly, I think the next 10 years is going to be a very conservative decade, and that's regardless of whether or not Joe Biden wins or not. The reason why is because this defund the police movement is going to cause a huge increase in crime and just problems in the inner city. And I think you're going to see, because people see Rudy Giuliani was not supposed to win in New York, and he did, right? And the reason was because the crime was out of control. Well, that's what's going to happen. We're defunding the police in all these big inner cities. The crime is going to go out of control, and I predict that you will see some shocking victories in places like in LA. I think a Republican could win the mayorship. New York City, Atlanta, Minneapolis, like all these places. I think you will see surprising Republican victories in these places. You will see surprising Republican gubernatorial victories. And you'll just see the steady grassroots red wave coming up. And obviously the people that live in the suburbs and live in the rural areas will see what's going on in the inner city on the news and not want it for themselves. So they'll vote for the Republicans as well. You will see this steady increase of Republican power at the local level, because the powerful local level areas right now are run by Democrats. You're gonna see the steady red wave, and then I think eventually that will make its way up to Congress, to the Senate, and to the national spotlight. So I actually think, regardless of whether or not Joe Biden wins, America in the next 10 years is going to see this pendulum where the far left takes power for a little bit, and then it's going to swing it right to the right, really far back to the right, and then we're going to have like a conservative decade. What do you think the U.S. will be like if Joe Biden wins in November? Terrible. Our country is going to go to hell. Okay, there's no redeeming aspect about Joe Biden. He would not unite the country. I don't care. People pretend like, oh, well, I don't like either candidate, but Joe Biden would unite the country. Joe Biden would not unite the country. Okay. And first of all, in order to be a uniting candidate, you have to have charisma, like JFK or something. And Joe Biden just does not have that. But the bottom line is, with Joe Biden as president, our foreign adversaries are going to laugh at us. Okay, we're going to see all the work that Trump has done to correct trade imbalances, to fix our trade deals, gone. China's going to bowl over us. Okay, our military is going to go to crap. We're going to see more disastrous Obama-Bush foreign policy in the Middle East. Americans dying. And at the same time, even though it's a hawkish foreign policy, it's not going to be a strong foreign policy. So we're going to see our foreign enemies just abuse us. And then at home, you're going to see under Obama, we saw some elements of thug-like government in which he went after his political opponents. You saw this with the IRS, Dinesh D'Souza. But with Democrats in power, it's going to be 10 times worse now. I mean, they are going to purge. They're going to be after us. It's going to be a purge after us. All the work that Trump has done to make sure that, you know, the schools, college campuses respect free speech erased. Joe Biden's going to get rid of all of that. Joe Biden, the main thing about the Joe Biden presidency is that he's going to allow the far left institutions at the local levels in academia to run totally unchecked, no accountability whatsoever. Diversity training, like you might have heard a Tucker Carlson segment about diversity training in Seattle. He's just going to let that run over the country and no accountability to stop it. Big tech censorship of conservatives. He's going to probably encourage it, for God's sakes. So that's just going to run all over the country. But in terms of domestic policy, I mean, you will see increases in taxes. The economy will be terrible under Joe Biden. That's the bottom line here. Your 401ks are going to suck. The economy is going to suck. They're going to come for our guns for sure. Hopefully, at least if Biden wins, we have, Republican Senate, hopefully, right? But I mean, that's just the bottom line here. If Joe Biden wins, this country will go to hell. I mean, this country will literally go to hell. Okay, do I find it hard to talk about politics at your school? I usually just don't talk about politics at my school. I've usually actually just stayed out of it. I just sort of keep my mouth shut just because I'm not. What I do, I try to keep it separate from the school. But now, after all that's happened in my school, I think going into next year is going to be a lot different. And because everyone now knows that I am that conservative kid. Because, by the way, I never really was that outspoken of a conservative in school. I just ran this stuff that I did outside of school, just kept it outside of school. But now that the kids from school decided to bring this into school, oh man, it's going to be much different. But I have lost all the friends that I was potentially going to lose. I just had to deal with the hit. And so at this point, I really just don't care. But speaking out about politics at school definitely is not fun. It doesn't go well for conservatives. We'll just say that. Okay. Anyways, we can answer some questions. Are you nervous for the AP scores being released on the 15th? Yeah, of course, dude. Who isn't nervous about their AP scores? Honestly, I don't know about my scores that much, but my mom is, my parents in general are probably going to be very, are really hoping to hear what they were. So there you go. I'm trying not to think about it, but they do stress me out about it. Okay. Anyways, so we could do a little Q&A a little bit more towards the end, but I want to transition now to getting into a little bit at looking at some merch. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to take this banner off right now so it doesn't block what's going on the screen. Real quick. How do I do this? Oh, here it is. Brands. So I'm going to take this off so we can fully see what's going on here. Actually, do you guys prefer if I do this or keep it like this? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. I'll look at it in a second. But we're going to get on Teespring real quick. We're going to start looking, and we're going to start looking at a little bit of designs for some merch. And you guys can help me out, suggest some things. I don't know how this is going to go. I didn't really think of how we're going to do this all together. But I'm going to go and start designing, and we're going to see what we got here. All right. So what's cool is they have face masks. So I think I saw earlier in the chat that some of you guys are talking about a face mask with just my face on this. So we're going to start looking at some Vince style face masks for sure. And that's going to be interesting. Okay. So I got free pads, stuff like that. But here we go. So they don't have body pillows, but we could have a blanket, a Vince style blanket, and we could have a Vince style just regular pillow. So if you guys want that. Vince style posters for sure, stuff like that. Beach towel, they have Vince style beach towel. The body pillow thing, I don't know if, I've been trying to see here. Okay, so here's the thing about the body pillows, okay? So I have been looking on anywhere. There's nowhere where I can sell body pillows that's like a third-party vendor. But what you guys can do, and I'll show you guys real quick, is you can go just search up body pillow maker. what you guys will probably have to do, if you guys want specifically body pillows, is you guys are gonna have to make them yourselves and order them yourselves, okay? And you can upload a picture. So the best price I found is on Etsy, and Etsy has pretty fast shipping generally. I've heard it's not like as slow as you would predict it to be on Etsy. You go on Etsy, and this is the. I mean, you can do any of these you want, but this is when I was looking at the custom 2164 body pillow cover, and it opened a new tab. So it sucks because now I have to click on the. Okay, well I don't want to switch the tabs on the screen sharing thing, but this one over here, you go on Etsy. You can just go on there and upload your own logo or image, and you can ask Chevy. Chevy's the one who designed the original body pillow. You can ask him for the original picture of this. The original body pillow picture. By the way, you don't have to choose that. You can make any Vince style body pillow you want, any picture of me that you want. But if you guys really want these Vince style body pillows, so I was thinking of doing it where like you fill out a form and I order them and then I send them to you guys. But I figured that would just be faster and more convenient if you guys make them yourselves on Etsy. It's not that hard. You just upload whatever image you want. So I would suggest if you guys want these Vince style body pillows, because I can't find anywhere where we can really sell them. You guys want these Vince style body pillows, go on Etsy, make one of them yourselves, order them, and then once you get it, take pictures of it, take videos with it, just take pictures with it, stuff like that, and then send it to me on Instagram, and we'll definitely be sure to like post them and share about them. Okay, but anyways, that's the body pillows. That's the situation on the body pillows. I could not find now if you guys want beach towels, blankets, or regular pillows. Those we could sell on Teespring, but I could not find a single vendor where you could sell body pillows. You just have to go on one of these custom body pillow makers and make them yourself. So hopefully you guys are down to do that. Okay, but so that's if you guys want the body pillows. But anyways, we're gonna go back to Teespring right now and show you what we can be selling. So we have the face masks. We're gonna sell a few Vince style face masks. So I was thinking, some of you guys literally just are like my face for some reason. So we could sell face masks just with my face on them. But I was also thinking of like an Alpha Moves Only face mask, a face mask that just says like I guess at the Vince now on it. I was also thinking, you guys know that famous Reagan Bush 84 shirt? Well, I'm definitely gonna make a shirt that says like Vince Dow 2040 on it with the Reagan Bush 84 sort of scheme, and that's gonna. I predict that's gonna be my most famous or popular sort of design. I have not made that design yet. But so we'll definitely be doing that. Fanny packs are actually kind of cool. Like I feel like we could actually find a way for this to be stylish. So we'll definitely be looking at that. Phone case. I don't know if phone cases would be a good thing to sell. But if you guys want phone cases, let me know. I'll take a look at those. But could you imagine? I don't think we have enough female followers to sell Vince style leggings, but that would also be kind of funny. Yeah, so we got posters, pillows, fleece blanket. I think the cloth face masks might be a little bit of a hit, but yeah. Let me see. Let me look at accessories real quick to see some interesting stuff. So you could have a Vince style mug, Vince style stickers, Vince style tote bag, a Vince style iPhone case, Samsung case, fanny pack, a Vince style fleece blanket, a Vince style pillow. Vince style poster. We got to think of some cool poster designs, actually. That would be interesting. I like this. Dow 2040. Make moves alpha again. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah. Alpha Moves Only flag. We're going to... Let me see if you can see flags on Teespring. I mean, we could definitely get a poster going, but I'm trying to... Would you... Okay, what's wall tapestry? Does this count as a flag? Does this count as a flag? I don't know. Yeah, that's one thing because we have a really good Alpha Moves Only design, and I definitely want to make a flag out of it, but I don't know if we could. At least on Teespring. If it's not available on Teespring, I know there are definitely custom flag vendors, so I could actually get that going. But we would just have to see Vince style bandanas. That'd be a good idea, but I don't think they have bandanas on here. This is, by the way, we're using Teespring because it has the most availability. But we might have to take a second shop for other custom stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But anyways, I'm going to preview. Do I have them with me? Actually, I don't have them with me, so we're going to have to. Anyways, I'm going to start working on making the some of this stuff. So let's see what we got going on here. So how does this stuff work? I don't even know. Should we, I guess a classic tee? With a classic tee, I guess. So we're trying to sell, definitely. So let's see. So this right now, what we're gonna probably make is the Alpha Moves Only shirt, because I don't really feel the need to make a design for this, because it feels like rather simplistic to me, like what I'm trying to do with this anyway. Just put it in simple text. So I'm gonna make this right now, and you guys let me know how it sort of turns out and looks. But here, let's see. So I was thinking of making a shirt that's like very simple, like it just says Alpha Moves Only on it. So I mean, I could try to make a design, but right now I'm just gonna see if it just works. So let me see here. Alpha Moves Only. Oh, I did that. That's wrong. Okay, here we go. So like this. Let me see how it looks. Because I was thinking of making a very simplistic shirt like this. What do you guys think of this? Should I change the font? I'm trying to make it look like very like basic, like it just says Alpha Moves Only on it, and that's the shirt. So let me know in the chat right now. What do you guys think of a shirt that like it literally just looks like? And I'll try to make sure that the sizing is on it and all, but it literally just says like Alpha Moves Only on it like this. Would you guys appreciate a shirt that like only says this? And I guess I could put like the Vince Dow or something down here. What do you guys think of this shirt? Oh, that's good actually. Make a Vince Dow island map for a poster. That's actually a great idea. Let me know. Would you guys buy it? Okay, let me try bold font. Should I do bold font? Oh, look. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you for the person who said bold font in the chat. That is perfect. There you go. Would you guys let me know in this chat right now? Give me a serious answer. Would you guys who are talking about my merch, would you buy the shirt? Maybe on the back I'll just put like at the Vince Dow or something on here. But yeah, let me know, like, would you guys buy this freaking shirt? I feel like this is sick. Like this, it's very basic, and that's what's nice about it. You know, it literally just says like Alpha Moves Only on it, and that's it. Let me know. Would you guys buy this shirt? Get rid of, okay, you guys saying get rid of the period at the end, so I would do that. I'll get rid of the period at the end. I don't know. Do you guys like it without the period? I feel like I sort of like it with the period. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go full screen now so you guys can see it. What do you guys with the period or without the period? Let's do a vote in the chat, okay? If you like the period, let me know, and then if you don't like the period, let me know, okay? I would definitely buy, but how much you asking? I'm currently not making any bank. So let's see. Probably about. This is the price I'm looking. I guess this is the price it's suggesting to me. $21.99. I don't know. Is that reasonable? Would you guys buy that? I'm making $11 profit per sale. That's not bad. What do you guys think of that? $21.99. I think I could set this price to. I might just set it at a flat $20. Or yeah, I'll set it at a flat $20. What do you guys think? $20? Is that good? Okay, so we got. Ooh, this is very divided. This is very divided between period and no period, you guys. Wow. Damn. I don't know. I feel like it looks with all caps. I don't know. The point of it is not supposed. It's supposed to be without all caps because it's supposed to be like sort of casual looking. So here, well, we could try it. Let's see. Alpha Moves Only. I don't know. I feel like it looks better because it's supposed to look like sort of. I don't know how you say what the style is, but it's supposed to look like sort of like subtle, but it's, I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Try making one. Yeah, I am gonna make one with the emoji from the Discord for sure. This is just I was thinking of making like a simplistic Alpha Moves Only shirt and then a more fancy Alpha Moves Only shirt. But for this one, I want to make one that sort of just looks like simple. But I honestly, guys, I feel like the lowercase looks much better. It's just a question of period or no period. You know what I'll do since it's divided? I'm gonna put a period on this one, and I'm not gonna put a period on the other one. So that makes sense. So this one is gonna have a period on it, and then the one I sell that has my emoji on it, it's not gonna have a period. If that makes sense. What if the word alpha? What if the word only went under alpha and moves? No, that's not gonna look out. That's gonna look weird. So yeah, so I'll have this, and then I have emotes. I don't have them with me actually, but let me see. Maybe I can show them on the camera or something. Hold on. No, I'll just keep it there. Hold on. Where's my phone? I don't know where I put my phone. Oh shoot! Hold up. I don't know where I put my phone. They're on my phone, but I don't know where I put my phone, so that's a rip. Where's my phone, dude? Where the frick did I put? Oh, here it is. It's on the ground. So I have these emotes right here. Here, I guess I'll just do this. So I have these emotes right here. You can see them. They're like, and I'm gonna have, I'll probably have this one, and it'll be alpha moves only. By the way, actually, let me go pull up some other stuff here real quick. So I'm going to show you my friend Official Fight. He runs the Instagram page Official Fight for Life. He's going to design some of my merch for me. So he's been looking at that with me. And I want to show you guys what we have so far. And these are his designs. These are basically all going to be sold, but I'm adding my own designs to them too. But I'll show you guys real quick. Okay, so check out this shirt. Can you guys see that? Shoot, I don't know if you guys want me to see that. Okay, hold on. Let me send this to myself on Instagram, and I'll be able to pull it up for you guys. Okay. So hold on, give me a second. So I'm gonna save these. Save. Okay. It's almost all of them. Okay, hold on. Now DM these to myself, and I'll be able to pull them up on here. Love Vince now. Okay, so there you go. Make a lighter color. It's hot to be wearing black now. Well, we could probably. I think you could set it up so it sells in white and black as well. So it should be. I think. I don't think we should be worried about it. I think we could do a white and black versions, but here. So I'm gonna go on my Instagram real quick. Dude, but black shirts are stylish, and you guys know they're freaking stylish. Okay. So here we go. Apologize for whatever DMs I have. Okay, I don't endorse those. But okay, so here's some shirts that my friend been checking out. Oh, I did not switch my screen. Okay, so we have. I don't know, you guys. I like this hoodie, and it's gonna be a shirt too. But I like this. Currently on Alpha Energy. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this thing. Actually, I find this to be quite freaking funny. Good. So there's this that he's got going on. And by the way, these are shown as hoods, but they're all be regular t-shirts as well. But there's a simple one that just says Vince Dow on it. Here's one that he made that says Dow Pack, and I'm thinking of more simplistic looking designs. But let me know if you guys like these designs, just so we can decide like what we're gonna sell and what we're not gonna sell. So let me know what you guys think of all these. Here's one that just says Dow Pack on it. There's my face. There's my emoji. There's the one in the middle. Here we got Vince Dow, noun, top quality entertainment. And I'll probably change the definition to something like cooler or funnier or more fitting to me. But you got this. You got this. And as I'm going, make sure you let me know give me feedback. Like, let me know what you guys think of this stuff so that we can like get an idea of where we're going with it. We got that stuff. So let me know what you guys think of that. You guys like the Alpac one? Okay, you guys like the Alpac. Okay, so you guys like these. So if you guys are approving of these, then we're definitely going to sell all these designs, both as hoodies and as t-shirts. So you guys will get to decide what it is that you guys like. But yeah, so I'm getting very back on the Dalpac logo, so that's awesome. I definitely want to sell. It's definitely a priority to me that we sell shirts that say Dalpac on them, because you guys are Dalpac. Okay, a lot of people, maybe people don't even know this, because I coined this term once on an Instagram story and it just kind of stuck. But Dalpac refers to all of you guys. Like it's our community, Dalpac. That's what we call it. So that's what that means. But yeah. So one thing I definitely do want to make, and I probably won't make it on stream because it's going to take too much detail, but I'm sure you guys have seen this design before, the Reagan Bush 84 thing. I want to make, where's the shirt? So I want to make, oh shoot, don't open another, oh my God, don't open another tab, no. Here. So I want to make one that says like Vince Dow, it'll say obviously Vince Dow 2040 on it. So let me guys know if you guys would buy something like that. I feel like I have a suspicion that that's going to be my most like popular design, but I don't. Can I be in a group chat on Insta? We don't have a group chat on Insta, so I don't know what. Oh, that thing. I guess I could add you, but can I post these? What do you mean? Can I post these options on Insta? What does that mean? But Dow Crumped 40. Yeah, I don't know. Do enough people know that me and Chandler are even like friends? And like, if enough people like support the both of us, like collectively, then I would definitely sell it. That's the one thing I want to do is like once I get merch going, you know how famous brands do these collabs with each other? I want to like collab with other like conservative figures for the merch. So definitely it'd be like a Vince Dow Chandler, because Chandler Crump has his own merch line too. A Vince Dow Chandler Crump merch line would be like so cool. But okay, so you guys are saying Dow Crump for 2040. If you guys would buy it, then I'll sell it. Definitely. The sweatshirt options. Okay, so you guys like the sweatshirts. You guys are big fans of the hoodies, so we'll definitely sell the hoodies. The last one you showed was clean. I think that was the currently on Alpha Energy one. Okay, you guys are all big fans of hoodies. Most teenagers are fans of hoodies. I hate wearing them because I would just wear short sleeve crap. But yeah, you guys seem to be liking this. Making sure that speaks out against the left. We'll be thinking about that. Let me know. Pitch me ideas of like shirts with like slogan. What slogans you should be putting on shirts? I'm trying to think because like, what slogans do I have? So one of the other slogans I have is the Mac Miller quote: "Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit." And I use that a lot, but I feel like it hasn't really caught on with you guys, and you guys, I don't see you guys like sort of reciting that the take over of the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit quote. So we could do that, but I don't know about that. So that's one. Alpha moves only, Alpha Energy, those definitely caught on, so we'll definitely be selling those. I'm trying to think what other like stupid crap do I say? You know what we could do? You guys know how I use that Easter Island rock emoji? Hold on, this thing. This I don't use this so much anymore, so it might not have really caught on with the newer people, but can you guys see that? Hold on, let me see if you guys can see it. This freaking emoji right here. I don't know if you guys notice how damn much I use that emoji, but let me know if you want if you think I should make a shirt just with that emoji on it, and it'll be like my thing. That'd be kind of funny. But okay, you guys. Some of you guys seem to do like the rock emoji, so we might run with that. Saturdays are for Dalpac. Let me think. Okay, so Saturday. We could do Saturdays are for Dow. Or we could. I mean, the appropriate term would be Fridays are for Dow because we freaking do this show on Fridays. But Saturdays are for the Dalpac is too wordy, but we could say Saturdays are for Saturdays are for Vince. Maybe Saturdays are for Vince Dow. Let me know what you guys think. We have the Saturdays are for the boys flag right here. But let me know what you guys would think of a Saturdays are for Vince Dow design. You guys like that idea? Oh, Vince. Okay, yeah, we're working on that. Vince. But the question is, what should we do for the Vince Dow Island shirt? So I was thinking of doing a design that said like resident of Vince Dow Island or something like that. But I feel like that's not really like cool enough. So we will make that. But I'm trying to think of a good Vince Dow Island shirt. So we could do like the picture of Vince Dow Island on Google Maps and sell that like as a shirt. Like it just has the picture of the Google Maps thing on it. So that could be one idea. We could have one with the Vince Dow Island flags on it. I don't know. Or we could just have. I'm trying to. Let me know what you guys think. I've been thinking of how to do a Vince Dow Island shirt, but I don't really know how. So, like, what would we do with it? So, not sure. How would we do a Vince Dow Island shirt? Like, what would it say? Like, resident of Vince Dow Island? Or would it have the picture of the thing on Google Maps? I feel like that would be a good shirt, actually. Like the picture of Vince Dow Island on Google Maps and just sell it like as a shirt. Like that I actually would think that'd be a good idea. We should also do a Vince Dow Empire shirt. So I don't know if you guys know this reference, but someone asked me in my Q&A, my personal account, a few days ago, what's next after Vince Dow Island? And I said Vince Dow Empire. So after we start selling Vince Dow Island shirts, we definitely need Vince Dow Empire shirts. Oh, so like you just have like the red pin and then the text Vince Dow Island underneath. Is that what you're saying? That could work. That could actually work. Dow Islanders. Vince Dow Island and a 5-star rating. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Yeah, put a picture of the Google review. Okay, that might be a good one too. We put a picture of the Google reviews of the shirt. That could work. That could work. Oh no. Okay, Ryan is onto something. What if we do? It's like the rock emoji, and under that has the words Vince Dow Island on it. That could be another shirt. I don't know. That might be an idea. Or the coordinates. The coordinates are a cool idea. That could work. Let me think. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the 2-hour gang thing, but comment in the chat right now, hashtag 2-hour gang. We did pass 2 hours. So the Republic of the Dow Empire. See that implies that my empire has any democracy in it whatsoever, and that's not true. I'm a totalitarian, despotic emperor of the whole thing. Okay, whatever I say goes in my empire. But people, that's disgusting. No People's Republic of Dow, please. Let's see. All right, so shout out to the 2-hour gang, Kayla, Austin, Chevy, Ryan, Tasha, Austin again, Kayla, Ty, People, Obvious Human, Matthew Bryant, Nate Vince, Hosey, Gavin, Olivia. Okay, 3-hour gang. We could do a 3-hour gang shirt. That would be more of just for you guys. We could definitely do a 3-hour gang shirt. So, yeah, we should do a 3-hour gang shirt. Actually, that'd be kind of exclusive. Like only you guys will be the ones who buy it and get it. But I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want that? Because think about it. These shirts are going to be like $20 each. You guys sure you want to spend your money on a shirt that just says 3-hour gang? Like, I feel like you would want, unless you're going to just splurge and buy all my merch, I feel like you'd want like only like the cool top tier type of merch. So let me know if you guys would buy a 3-hour gang shirt. If you would, then I will definitely make it. But just let me know about that. Give the people a discount of 3 hours. Well, you know, I could. Let me see what the lowest is I can set the prices on this. Maybe I'll make the 3-hour gang shirt very cheap. And then like the nicer designs more expensive. Like I'll make like the 3-hour gang shirt very cheap or something. That's probably what I'll do. So let's see. Where's my Teespring tabs? Okay. So let me see. What's the cheapest I could set this? 11 bucks. Okay, so I can't. The cheapest I can price my stuff is 11 bucks. So I could post a 3-hour gang shirt for super cheap like that, Or yeah, that's a good idea. I could do 3 hour gang as a discount code. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look into this. I'm sure Teespring you can do discount codes on, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, we will make 3 hour gang a discount for sure. Maybe the name for the show. I don't know. Like, I know I call my show America Rising, but I feel like a lot of people. Do you guys even like recognize what the name of my show is, or do you just see it as like, oh, it's what he streams? Because like, it technically does have a name, America Rising, the Vince Dow Show, but I feel like most of you guys just watch these streams and don't really recognize. Because I don't promote the name that much. I just promote, hey, I'm streaming tonight. But oh, that's a good, yeah. We can sell mugs actually, so I will make a 3 hour club mug. That's a good idea. What if we were to customize and have multiple logos on the same shirt, like the Alpaca on the front, 3 hour gang on the back? You could have a shirt like that. The only thing is a lot of people usually, putting crap on the back of a shirt, it's usually seen as like not stylish. Like you only want to design on the front, maybe small little text on the back. But we could see about it. Maybe 3 hour gang on the front, Dalpac on the back. I don't know. Yeah, see, nobody pays attention to the name, so that's the thing about it. You should make a shirt with you holding a red lightsaber. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. I just need artists to like render that crap for me. Well, I know people who draw crap of me, so maybe we could do that. Yeah. Make a 3 hour gang iron. Oh, that's it. There. Okay, Ryan is always onto something. Make a 3 hour gang iron patch and put on Dalpac shirts. That is a good idea, actually. People Blast asks, is this a podcast? Make a podcast. We don't really have a podcast, but this technically is our podcast. I mean, ask the people in the chat. This is basically a podcast. Well, I like to consider it to be more than a podcast because I feel like we do a little bit more than like your normal podcast, but in its own way, it is a podcast. So all 3 emojis on one shirt. Okay, that might be like what I was thinking. Okay, so you have me in the suit, which is me like bigger. It has more of my torso. So I was thinking like, how about me in the suit, the cowboy one, and the pussy hat one underneath? So it forms like a triangle. Is that a good idea? You need a shirt with small print on the right shoulder that says reserved for Joe Biden. That's funny. You could have a profile picture, but with a cool filter on the design. Huh. That might work. Or maybe like my profile picture has like a rectangle. You know what I mean? I guess that could work. 3 hour gang shirt with Dalpac on the sleeve. Let me see. Can we even do sleeves? I don't even know if we can design on the sleeves on this thing. Can we do sleeve designs? I know you can on what's it called? What's that other thing called? I forgot that original that I don't know. I forgot what I'm thinking of, but there's another t-shirt design thing that lets you do it. But I don't think Teespring allows you to design on the sleeves, which is unfortunate. But we got to work with what we got to work with. So let me see. Anyways, if you guys ever get like new ideas, just DM them to me on Instagram. Hold on, let me put in the chat. DM any ideas you guys have on Instagram at the Vince Dow Show. The Vince Dow. Okay. I like this idea though. Like a filter that makes it look like someone. Well, we're already one step ahead of you because someone has drawn my profile picture. I think it was. I forgot who did it for me, but where is that? Let me look for it on my phone. We have this. Let me turn on it. We have this. What do you guys think of this? Is that a cool thing to have? I guess. I don't know. Well, I do have a sketch filter. I know what you're talking about, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. Now I want to. So we got this sort of going a little bit. I want to work on now the what's it called? The accessories. I want to see what accessories this thing actually sells. So let's see. you got a face mask. How does this work? So they're front, flat. Okay, so how does this work? Let me see. Oh, okay. So unfortunately, I can't airdrop right now because I'm using my cellular hotspot. So we won't be able to do the image ones, but let's see. So we can do like a red face mask. Let's see, blue face mask. Hold on, I kind of like this blue thing. Hold on, let me see. I kind of vibe with this color. I don't know why, but let me just screw around and see what we can do. So we could put like, let me just also add black just so we can have it all. So we could put like alpha moves only on this. Alpha moves. But the preview. Oh. So I need to make it. Oh shoot! There it go. Rip. Okay, let's see. We can make the same type of mask we had on the other one, which is like this. It's very glitchy, very annoying, not fun. Okay, so make it white. Let's see, bold. Actually, it's a mask, so I'll probably take off the period. Let me see how that looks. Well, it's very crinkled, so that's not nice. But I guess you could undo the crinkle. I don't know why it's crinkled like that, but just to see how it looks. Oh, so you want, okay, so I would want to do it like up here. Boom! What do you guys think of this? I can make a 3-hour gang logo if you want to say. Yeah, if you guys want to make logos for me that you want to put on t-shirts, just make them, DM me on Instagram and let me know that you made it, and then I'll give you my email, and so you can send it to me so we can be, well, my email's on my Instagram anyway, but actually I'll just put my email in the chat right now. You could email me logos here, genrednetwork@gmail.com. So let me go back to designing this. Check this out. Oh, look at that color. Is it too bright blue? I don't know if it's too bright blue, but whatever. So this, I feel like, I wish they said it so it automatically goes black, but I'd have to, I don't know how, I'd have to figure out how to like invert the colors or something like that. But anyways, alpha moves only. Now, should I put like my username on this mask somewhere too, or should I just leave it like that? I guess that's a question. Is should I put like at the VidStyle somewhere on here, or should I just leave it? That's probably the ultimate question. No blue around, only, well, we can do a red mask too, my guy. There you go. Actually, that looks cool because it looks kind of like a MAGA thing. Boom. Alpha moves only. Would you wear this mask? Would you wear this freaking mask? That is epic, dude. That is epic and based. I would wear that mask. I'm probably gonna I'll wear that mask to school next year. Screw it. So we could do that. We could do one with my emote right here. We could do one that's just like my face, but like not like a tiny, like my whole. We could do one that's like the whole mask is like my face. That could be kind of funny. Yeah, Alpha moves. I like this. I like this. So we could also do one that says Dalpac. Would you guys like that? That kind of looks like this. It just says like Dalpac on it. Let me know. Put in the chat right now. You can make a sticker with a username. Yeah, I definitely will. Vince, you should do your face but with Thug Life glasses. Amazing idea. Absolutely incredible idea. Let me take off this damn comment. I need to unpin comments faster. Where'd it go? Okay. Use the Dal. Oh yeah, okay. Use the. You guys like that Dalpac logo, so I guess we can make that into a mask as well. But I like this mask, dude. It's like the design is so simplistic that it's just awesome. You know what I mean? Alpha Moves only. And let me post this on my story right now. My phone. I keep putting my phone somewhere where I don't know where it is. Okay, so you guys will be on my Instagram real quick. All right, guys. I'm posting my story right now. Okay. All right, what's up, guys? We're streaming right now on YouTube. Shout out to my people right now. Shout out to the people in the chat. But we're designing merch right now on stream. Okay, so we got the Alpha Moves Only. We got an Alpha Moves Only design going. Okay, so check this out. Alpha Moves Only face mask. You can get it in red. You could also get it in black. But this is epic. Okay, this is absolutely epic. All right, what's up, guys? We're streaming right now on YouTube. Shout out to my people right now. Shout out to the people in the chat. But we're designing merch right now on stream. Okay, so we got the Alpha Moves Only. So check this out. I'm putting on right now. Guys? Merch. We're streaming right now on YouTube. Shout out to my people right now. Shout out to the people in the chat. All right, guys. Whoever was up on the chat first is gonna get on my Instagram story. So congrats on that. But yeah. It would go very good with the MAGA hat. No, it's so perfect. I'm thinking. I wonder if we could get one where it's like red, white, and blue, but I don't know. We'd have to figure out how to do that. But regardless, right? This is pretty cool. This is pretty epic. Let me save this design, and we're gonna look at some other stuff. Oh, we can have an Alpha Moves Only fanny pack. That is interesting. Let me see how this looks. Edit. Is this in bold? Hold on. Design. Okay, delete this. I don't need this on here. No, delete. Delete this. Okay. All right. So this is in bold already. So this probably would do better with the. Okay. Save. Oh, I should. Why click sleeve? I should have done sleeve. Let's see preview. Why did it change the font on me? What the heck? I don't know why it changed. It just changed the font. I don't know why it's doing that. But regardless, we could get an Alpha Moves Only fanny pack going. Good night, Gavin, by the way. So we could do this. Let me just click Save Changes and Add. I'm trying to see what else we have. All right, hold on. I got to delete the black, this text over here. It's screwing everything up, and I don't want to sell it to you guys with some error on that crap. So let's see. Let me see here. Design. What the frick is the thing? I don't know, whatever. But we could get a mug. It's all the thing is all screwed up, but let me see this. Alpha Moves Only. Oh wait, okay. What if we made this a mug that just said Alpha Moves Only on it? Edit this. Let me clear the design. Actually, it's too big. Let me just make it smaller. Alpha Moves Only. Let's see how that looks. Too small. Let me make it a little bigger. Oh, why do I keep clicking that? I'm very stupid. Preview. Oh shoot. Okay, it has to all be on one side, it looks like. So I just have to do like this. And there you go, that's the mug. I don't know. This is kind of just stupid. I don't know if you guys actually would buy a mug, but have a mug. Alpha Moon's only on it. Oh, I put a thing there on accident. A freaking bracket. Remember that? Okay. Boom. Thoughts? Thoughts on this? What you guys think of this? You guys are all going to bed. You poor East Coast people, man. I swear, everything prime time on the West Coast is such perfect time, and then you poor East Coast people, just it sucks. It's gotta suck to be an East Coaster. But what do you think of this mug? Dowpack Pogo. Oh, make the mug red. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Actually, let's see. No, that's not really red. That's pink. Well, I guess this is the reddest they have, and then I'd have to make the text white. So make the text white. Preview. I guess you could do that. All right, well, we got this design done. It's going to go on everything. We're going to have stickers, mugs, all the Alpha Moves only stuff. And it's going to be epic. But the other designs, we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping to drop my merch hopefully by Sunday or Monday. Like have every like we're going to add stuff over time. But I'm hoping to have like a shop going by Sunday or Monday. But anyways, I want to promote something real quick before we keep going. Where's my Cameo? I want to promote my Cameo real quick. So if you guys want to, so I could do like a Patreon to set that up, but I kind of prefer to. So instead, this is how we're gonna do crowdfunding. And well, honestly, if the merch is the best way to, I guess, support me. But I'm trying to. How do I do this? Crap. The Vince Dow. Does that work? Here we go. If you guys want to request a personalized message or shout out from me, personalized message or shout out from me, you can do it on my Cameo. Okay. So you guys, if you guys want me to, I don't know, wish you happy birthday, say something that you want me to say, you can go on my Cameo, cameo.com/thevincedow. It's only $5. So you guys, if you guys want me to shout you out on Instagram or something stupid like that, let me know. But I don't know. The company just emailed me and said, hey, you should check out our app. You can do personalized messages for your fans and your followers and subscribers and stuff like that. And I was just like, screw it, sure, let's try it. But yeah, if you guys want, I don't know, I don't really think this is the best business plan. I mean, I'm being honest, the best business plan the company has going, right? But if you guys want a personalized message from me, it's I lowered my fee. It's only $5. Go on my Cameo, cameo.com/thevincedow show, and request it. I've already gotten like 1 or 2 requests so far, but yeah. I'm sorry. How do I say your name? Okay, I don't know how I've been saying your name, but please tell me how to say your name correctly. But make the Dow Empire will always be great. In fact, we should do keep Dow great. Actually, that's one thing we should do. So we're gonna do the Reagan Bush 84 thing, but we should also do like maybe it could be a flag, like the Trump 2020 flag, like that classic design. We should do one that's like Dow 2040, and we could I don't know, we could say make moves alpha again or something like that. I don't know, we'll have to see. But the mask was epic. You guys really like the mask. But yeah, but one thing, okay? If you guys buy my merch, whatever you buy and all the stuff that you buy, take pictures, do photo shoots with that crap on, send it to me. Okay, I'm trying to put together like a compilation. It's all gonna go on my personal account and some probably on my main account too on Instagram. So if you guys do buy my merch, take those freaking pictures with them, okay? And I'll share them. It'll be epic. But definitely, if you guys buy my merch, you guys gotta take pictures of you in the merch. Don't just snap it when you get it in the mail. Like, take photos, do photo shoots, make it look nice too if you want. Do photo shoots in the merch. You guys definitely gotta do that. All right, promise me. All right, you guys are gonna do that crap. But yeah, let's see here. What we got going on? So we could, let me click continue. I got to fix some of this stuff because the black text is all over the place. But let's see what else we got going on here. So we can have iPhone cases. I don't know if you guys want to change your iPhone case. So that's not something I'm going to really like pursue after. But stickers. Stickers could be good. Let's see what we got here. So we're definitely going to have a sticker that's red that simply says, wait for it, Alpha moves only. It'd probably look like this. And I think if I'm going to do a sticker, I'd probably want to have my username or something on it. So we'll add something in the, let's see, we'll add the Vince Dow. The only question is where? Like, where's a good spot? I usually just watermark my crap by putting it in the corner. I don't know, we could do this, or maybe this. We could also do like underneath. So that's the question. Let me know in the chat right now. Should we do like underneath like this? Oh, let me do like that. Underneath, or like put it like over here? That's the question. I should probably italicize it. That sounds like a good idea. That looks like a good idea. No, it doesn't work. Bold and italicized? No. I'll just keep it like that. It looks like the best. But yeah, let me know. Like, what do you, does this look good to you guys? Make it bigger. I'll make it a little bigger. I don't need to be pop out. I just kind of want it to be there on it. What if we put like lines right here? That might work. I don't know. We'll see. But let's see. Preview. See, that's just like a solid sticker. Like, it's actually just like a solid freaking sticker. Like, it's nice. Alpha moves only. Boom. Do a black one too. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Do it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do a dash like it's a quote. Let me do that. That's a good idea. How do I make it normal? Oh, shit. It won't let me do that. So I'll just have to do like this. Is that centered? It looks about centered. How's that look? Oh, it's too like that. I feel like this. Whatever. I could do it like that. What do you guys think of that? Solid sticker. Sorry to sound stupid. What does alpha moves only mean? Okay, so let me explain this because I'm sure some of you guys are like, where the hell? Okay, so after when I got doxxed by my classmates, I basically explained the mentality of not backing down from it. Basically saying like, screw you guys. I'm not backing down. I'm not going anywhere. And so I coined this catchphrase, alpha moves only. Okay, what alpha moves only means is that you only make alpha moves. Like, you only act like an alpha. Alpha mentality 100% all the time. Like, you only do alpha stuff. You never act like a beta. Always act like an alpha. So it's like alpha moves only. So, you know, I don't know. Let's just give an example. Okay, so there's a girl you like. Just being brave and just talking to her and, you know, just going up to her. That's an alpha move. Just pure normal example. But I mean, there's plenty of other examples. Let's talk about the current political climate. The beta move is to stay silent because you're scared of losing friends. The alpha move is to not care. That's another thing about alpha moves. It's like, you don't care. All right? Alphas don't care what other people think. They just do. They just do, and they do, and they do. And they always carry around alpha energy with them. Okay? So there you go. That's what alpha moves only means. And I have a thing. I should airdrop. I should have put it in here. Hold on. See, I can't play too much of the song because it's going to get copyrighted. So that's why I wanted I wanted to have like a little soundbite of it. Hold on. Let me see here. Actually, I can. What am I doing? I can pull it up right here. So this has not caught on as well as the Alpha Moves Only slogan itself, but let me go on my personal account because that's where it is. And hopefully my stream doesn't get copyrighted for this very short soundbite that I'm about to play. But by the way, follow my personal account at Vinny the Kid. But this is the song. This is the theme song of Alpha Energy. Okay, this is the theme song. This is what this soundbite of a very famous Mac Miller song sums up Alpha Energy. Okay.
Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money. Ain't that some shit?
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because it's probably gonna get copyrighted far after that. But that song embodies Alpha Energy. Okay, take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. All right, that's Alpha Energy for you right there. But yeah, obviously, that's exactly right. The thing about Alpha Movies Only, it's a life message. Okay, it's not just a political thing; it's a life thing. But yeah. Can't spell Dow without do. Yeah, definitely. I will put this sticker in the back pockets of every liberal student at my school. But they're not going to know what it means, dude. They're not going to know what it means. Like, it's an inside Vince Dow thing. You got to put some, if you're going to prank them, you got to put some, like, political stuff. But, yeah, you could do the Alpha Moves Only thing, too. That's definitely one. All right, anyways. I'm going to get a cameo, and all I want you to do is explain every reason why Black Lives Matter is radical to my friends. All right, I can do that. I can do that for sure. Okay. I'm going to put this sticker on my homework and give it to my leftist teacher. Do it. Do it. That's hilarious. Okay, the main question is, when can I pre-order? Okay, so I'm assuming you guys all follow me on Instagram, but if you're not, make sure you follow me on Instagram. In fact, actually, the best way, do I have any Discord moderators in the chat right now? Make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'm going to announce the merch on there, but sometimes people miss my stories, miss my posts in their feed. So I would say join my Discord server. And hopefully one of my Discord moderators is in the chat right now so they can share the Discord server with you. Well, I guess I could pull it up right here too. So we're going to see this. The thing about my Discord server is it's like, you're not going to miss the announcement of the merch because we're just going to be talking about it. So I would say I project that we will be launching this merch probably by like Sunday or Monday. So Sunday or Monday, that's the goal. But for the official announcement, definitely make sure you just keep posted with my Instagram. But just to make sure, just so you can secure it. Here, join my Discord. I'm typing in the chat right now. Join my Discord. Server. There. Discord server, so you don't miss the drop. There you go. Okay, Chevy put it up too, so that's great. But yeah, Discord server. Okay, in my Discord server, you're definitely not gonna miss the thing. All right. I'll pull an Alpha Move and put that sticker. Do it. You guys, okay, if you really do that thing though, you gotta send in the pictures. Send in the pictures. Send in the video of you doing it. Okay, we gotta post it. We gotta make this Alpha Moves Only movement go like worldwide. So I'm gonna post it on my social medias, but definitely you guys gotta do it too. All right. Alpha all day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 9:30 is your bedtime, bro. What are you in middle school? 9:30, bro. We all in high school. We all stay up to like midnight and crap. Oh God, my hair's getting itchy. Frick, I'm just gonna take this hat off. My hair doesn't look that crazy, does it? No, it's all right. Discord, yeah. Do join the Discord. All right. I gotta get more active in there. I'm not that active in there, but yeah. I'm actually. Hold on. Give me a second. I saw a comment that I like, and I want to put it up just so I can take a screenshot of this later. So I'm doing this for a photo pose, okay? But I'm gonna put it right here. The entire Democrat Party's going crazy. My hair is getting all weird, so I don't know. But yeah, hold on, give me a second. This just looks like a cool photo, so I'm gonna screenshot this later, okay? Or unless you guys want to screenshot it. Hey, it looks cool. Okay, maybe we can post it on my personal account or something. But I wish I had the sticker when I did a book report on Triggered by Donald Trump Jr. I would have given it to the whole class. The thing is, though, it doesn't sound like a right-wing slogan. I don't know if you guys they'll catch. I guess if you explain it, or if it has my username on there, maybe they can search up who I am. But it's not like a overtly right-wing slogan. But I guess the cool thing to do is to just piss people off, just act conservative, and then once you do it, give them the sticker and say Alpha Moves Only. That's the way to do it. All right. Recommendation for starting a conservative page. I'm assuming you're talking about Instagram. Okay, so you're in luck. This is a good time to start conservative content because the Instagram algorithms, ever since Trump's executive order, have been kind of favorable to conservative pages. All of us are growing at very good rates. So you're in luck on that. I would say find what it is that you're good at posting and that you feel is engaging, because everyone has their own talent. Some people are good at making memes. Some people are good at posting original content, original videos and stuff like I am. Some people are really epic savages on Twitter, so they're good at posting all their tweets and stuff. Some people are you have typical liberal DC Drano. Some people are masters of searching the internet for the best content and memes and stuff that's people haven't picked up on yet, and they're good reposters. Having one of those repost pages actually takes talent, believe it or not. People think, oh, he just reposts other people's content. That's just stupid. No, it actually takes a certain degree of talent and skill, because it's a sort of the skill of being able to search the internet and find what you're looking for and catch on to that stuff first. So that is actually a skill. But find whatever it is that don't try to copy other people. Don't try to look like this page, look at that page. Find what you're good at, and you feel like this is good content that I'm posting and that content that people are going to like and share it, okay? But find what you're good at. Find your niche. Find your thing, okay? I mean, it resembles the MAGA colors and stuff. That's true. That is true. Actually, an Alpha Moves Only hat, by the way, maybe you didn't realize this, but I actually have a MAGA hat on freaking backwards right now. But I don't know if they allow hats on Teespring, but Alpha Moves Only, that would actually be a cool hat. I'm going to look to see if I can do that, all right? But the best troll would be convincing liberals to say, oh, that's funny. That would be funny. Convince them to say Alpha Moves Only. What's funny is the kids or teachers may look you up and be mad. They can deal with it, boy. They stay mad. All right. In the words of 6ix9ine, stay mad. All right. But yeah, you guys like this slogan. All my stream viewers like you guys. By the way, I have a lot of followers on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, and TikTok. You guys, the stream gang, you guys will always be my number ones. Okay, I love you. I don't want to say I value some followers and some fans over others, but you guys that watch the streams are actually on my streaming game, like Liam, Ryan, Chevy, Ty. You guys, Ty Moore. You guys are my favorite. You guys are my favorite. All right. This part of Dowpack, the stream gang, the YouTube game. You guys are my favorite. All right. 100%. Just want to say that real quick. All right. But that just takes a sticker to a whole nother level. Yeah. Make Ty a mod. Yeah, I will actually. I'll do that right now. I'll make Ty a mod. Ty Moore, congratulations. You're getting upgraded to moderator status right now. Let me go on the stream and do that. Okay, let me click that. Not too bad, Ty. You don't have to actually do anything. I'll just make you a mod. Okay, so you go. Now you're moderator. So now you have power to ban people if you want. Don't ban random people, but I trust you, okay? But yeah. If you don't want to, you don't have to actually use the moderator status, but it shows that you and me are homies in the stream. So there you go. Yo, I come from Insta. Well, I'm sure most of you guys come from Insta, but if you're here on the stream, epic style. Fusion Viper. I haven't seen you in most of the stream, so hopefully you caught the beginning part of the stream where we actually talk politics. Now we're just sort of talking around, messing around. But Yeah. The only point of the moderators is if someone is like massively trolling or spamming or being very annoying, like if getting raided by commies or groypers or something like that. That's really the only part of the moderators. And also you guys can share links, so you guys can promote like my social medias or the Discord server or the my cameos, stuff like that. So that's the one thing. If you're a moderator, you can share links in the live chat, whereas mostly you can't. If you have a teacher who let me put it in. If you have a teacher who loves Biden, respond with, you know the thing, and say it's an acceptable response for presidential. Yeah, there you go. That's genius. Actually, that is absolutely genius. Guys, listen to Tasha. Okay, save this. Save this idea. Okay, it is a hilarious idea. Anyways, should we push we have 15 minutes to 3 hours. Should we push the 3 hours? Screw it. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should we put the 3 hours or should we cut the stream off right now? It's a judgment call. It's a judgment call. Should we push the 3 hour gang? Let me know in the chat right now if we should push the 3 hour gang. Oh God. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that comment. Okay, we're pushing the 3. If we push, okay, since we're pushing the 3, because I have a headache, I would really like to cut it off right now, but we'll push the 3. But since we're pushing the 3, you guys better buy my freaking merch. All right, buy my merch or request a cameo. I'd actually prefer that you guys buy my merch. I mean, the cameo thing is just whatever, like if you want to use it. But buy my freaking merch. All right, you better. I'm waiting. All right, I want to see you guys buying my merch. All right, you guys gotta make a vow. All right, so okay, we'll push the 3 hours. 3 hour gang must be accomplished, but you guys gotta buy my merch. That's the trade-off, okay? Anyways, okay, so what should we do for the last 14 minutes? Let me think. I'm trying to think of something like funny to do. So we could go back to share screen. I'm gonna blow the share screen. So, okay, so just in case anyone has joined, the merch is coming soon. I would project either Sunday or Monday. That's the goal. Maybe Monday, so we'll drop it on like an even day of the week. But yeah, the merch is coming very soon. Make sure you are following me on Insta. If you're subscribed to me here, I'll make a community post for merch here as well. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and just check my story, check my posts. Sunday or Monday, the merch should be ready by then. Hopefully, it might be delayed a little bit, but yeah, follow me on Instagram and just stay tuned for the updates. If you guys really want to like make sure that you don't miss it, join my Discord server because the announcement will be very clear there. There's no way you can like scroll past it, not see my story or whatever. So I'm gonna put the link to my Discord once again in the chat. So there's a link to my Discord. Join my Discord. Make sure you're in my Discord. And that's the main way you'll be able to like you never miss an announcement in Discord because it's like, yeah, we have our little community. Anyways, Dalpac, my fan page is getting a super free publicity right now, just being on my thing. So yeah, I'll just say it. Screw it. I have 2 fan pages, so I'm technically not to endorse one or the other, but I will endorse Dalpac right now. Go follow this. I have a fan page. They post quality content. All right, they are epic. They're freaking epic. Follow my fan page on Instagram, official Dalpac. They make some epic Actually, that's what we'll do. We'll go through my fan page right now and rank some of this quality content. Okay, so we got me just as a duck just destroying Lance right now, and you guys know this is true. Actually, most of you guys probably followed me like once Lance left us, abandoned Politigram for TikTok and became friends with the TikTokers. But epic meme right here. We got me showing my obvious superiority to Lance videos. I love this meme. I laughed so hard when I saw this. But yeah. This is a 10 out of 10 meme right here. So right here we got the body pillows, the proposed body pillows. By the way, I'll say again, on the body pillows, there's no way for me to sell them as a vendor, but what you guys can do is go on Etsy or go on, what's the other one called? Like Sheets of Love, something like that. But mainly, I would say go on Etsy. There's a lot of places where you can make your own custom body pillows. Go on Etsy and and do it and make them. And then once you guys make them, send me pictures of you guys, with the body pillows and stuff like that. But since you guys want these Vince style body pillows so much, I cannot sell them through Teespring or anywhere. So I would say just go on Etsy and just design them and buy them for yourselves. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have to do. But anyways, we got me as the Time Magazine Person of the Year, Vince style Alpha Moves Only. This is great. Actually, maybe this should be like a T-shirt or no, this should be a poster because we can sell posters on Etsy. I would say this should be a poster. Maybe we could even make this a T-shirt as well, but this should be a poster, I think. What do you guys think? Would you guys buy a poster that had this on it? I definitely think it should be a poster. All right, so there you go. So here we go. This was what I canceled last Friday's stream because I ran out of data on my cellular hotspot and the Wi-Fi was too slow. So here we go. We got my story saying how tonight's episode of the show is canceled, and then it says top 10 anime scenes that'll make you cry. F in the chat, boys. So yeah, the fan page was very sad that we canceled the show last week. Obviously, we did the show on Wednesday to catch up, but you guys, some of you guys know I started the Make Anime Illegal campaign way before I really blew up. But many of you guys may know that I do despise anime with every fiber of my being. But still, regardless, this is a very good meme, quality stuff right here. It is hilarious. Okay. Anyways. So this was when I was sick with my suspected case of the Kung Flu Wuhan plague coronavirus. And they put get well soon sick man. I was never really that sick, but very awesome meme, very awesome. This is the original body pillow pose. So that's hilarious. Vince the Autonomous Zone. Vince, okay. So Obvious Human says, don't you think that it's a little weird that your fans want to hug a body pillow with you on it? Yes, it is extremely weird. It is extremely weird, okay? I was not going to get serious about these body pillow thing. I thought it was just a joke. But on Wednesday on our stream, you guys were spamming the chat saying you guys want these freaking body pillows. So I was just like, okay, we got to do the body pillows. The people have spoken. Okay, these people have spoken. They want the body pillows. I won't officially be selling body pillows, but I did give you guys an avenue on how you can make Vince style body pillows on Etsy very easily and then ship them to yourselves, buy them for yourselves, okay? When are we getting the body pillows? Okay, so as I said, there's no way I can sell body pillows to like a third-party vendor. That's the thing. So what you guys will just have to do is go on Etsy, Google body pillow maker. The cheapest one I found is Etsy, so go on Etsy. Go on Etsy, you can just upload the image and make the body pillow yourself. It's very easy. If you guys want this image right here, this image that I'm talking about, you can ask Chevy for them, but also go on my personal account, Vinny the Kid. You go right here. Now you guys can use any image of me you want, but if you guys want the image that is shown here, you go on Vinny the Kid. Scroll down. The post is when I was at SAS. So you scroll down. It's this photo right here. Crop out the inferior Lance videos. Obviously, just keep the superior Vince style right there. But yeah, so then you would go and just screenshot this, crop this, and that's the photo you would have. But I mean, there you go. So that's how you can make your own Vince style body pillows. Okay. Anyways, back to the fan page. We're giving a full feature on tonight's stream. Okay, so so there's a great meme about my island. Here, Chevy made this. Thank you very much for making this. So when I got reposted by President Trump on Snapchat, epic time right here. All right, so. Epic time, absolutely epic time. Here I guess this is like a theoretical version of like what if I just disappeared or never existed. So here you go. All right. Well, anyways, when Vincetown Island is only 44 hours away. Amherst, Massachusetts. That's where my island is very close to Amherst, Massachusetts. So we got some VDAS logos right here, Vincetown Autonomous Zone. It's no longer an autonomous zone, though. I mean, at this point, it's really Vincetown Empire, but we will be keeping these OG flags for sure. So there you got my flags. Here is the original post where Vincetown Island was created. Okay. Chevy just straight up made an island. He just went on Google Maps and claimed an island for me. That's how Vincetown Island was started. So in reality, Chevy is like the founding father of the island, not me, but there you go. I think I just heard gunshots outside, so that's great. All right, so here's me with Will Witt. Nice screenshots, actually. So that's my live with Will Witt. Will does not look very... This is not a good screenshot of Will. If he saw this, he'd probably be mad at me that I'm using this one. But not a good screenshot of Will. It's a rather good screenshot of me. But yeah. Okay. Now, this was... Is this the first post ever? I don't know if this is the first post ever, but this is when they made Chevy made me on Minecraft. It's crazy. So I don't really play Minecraft myself, but I do know this takes a very long time. Okay, so this is very impressive. With like, holy crap, dude. Like, look at this, dude. You know what? Just for I know Chevy spends a very long time running this fan page. Chevy. I'm letting you know. Actually, does she live in Canada? I don't know if I can ship to Canada, but so long as I can, Chevy, you're gonna get free stuff from me at some point, probably free merch. Okay, so, but you do live in Canada, so hopefully it ships to Canada. But there you go. Here, let's see what this. So there's the famous meme of Putin. Now, someone in the future is probably going to dig this up, saying, "Well, see, we told you, Vince Dow and the conservatives are all fans of Putin." Like, no, it's a meme. It's not even a meme that I made, but it's a meme. So calm down, future leftists or freaking watching this freaking video. Okay, I can tell at some point. Okay, if I'm ever famous one day, I can tell immediately. They're gonna bring up this video and say, "Hey, see, Vince likes Putin. Conservatives like Putin." Like, no, it's a meme. Calm down, future people. Okay, but all right. Well, obvious human, have a very good night. All right, I'll see you, soldier. Thank you very much for being in tonight's stream. Oh, Chevy. Okay, I mixed up, but yeah. Okay, if you live in Massachusetts, then actually you're the one. Oh, yeah, that's right, Chevy. You live near my island, right? So yeah, I will definitely send you some free stuff. Okay. Dowfu equals using facts to cancel liberals. Okay. Dang shit, Lance. Okay, everyone knows me and Lance are still friends, okay? But we are in a little bit of a feud over the issue of TikTok. I don't want to. We're almost done with the stream. I don't want to get into it right now, but you guys sort of know what's been going on. Hopefully, you guys do. So, obviously, the Trump administration is talking about banning TikTok, and I've said that TikTok is a national security risk. It's a freaking Chinese spyware. So the government should do what it deems appropriate, and I would support that decision. But Lance, unfortunately for him, he invested too much in TikTok. He made his whole life based off of TikTok, even though we used to both talk together about how stupid TikTok is and how it wasn't going to last, and how TikTok celebrities are not real celebrities, and how TikTok fame is not real fame. But he put all his chips in TikTok, and now he's freaking out about TikTok being saved, and so about TikTok being banned. And so he's trying to defend TikTok, saying, "Oh, it's not actually Chinese spyware. It is actually Chinese spyware." And so we are in a little bit of a war over there. Honestly, I wish I never downloaded TikTok, but since I did, it is what it is. But I mean, I do think it is a national security risk, and we should do something about it. But anyways, We are right at 3 hours. So, ladies and gentlemen, comment in the chat right now. Hashtag 3-hour gang. Spam it. Hashtag 3-hour gang. Okay. Do it. Do it. Do it. Actually, yeah, Chevy should be my future press secretary. Chevy is going to be like my chief of staff or something, or press secretary when I'm president. Okay. Because he does so much like crap for me. All right. But yeah, we're at 3 hours right now. Spamming the chat right now. Hashtag 3-hour gang. Shout out to Chevy. Shout out to Austin. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ryan Dole. Shout out to Liam Thompson. Shout out to Tasha. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Nerdy Scholar. Shout out to Humphrey. Shout out to Matthew Bryant. Shout out to Olivia S. Shout out to you. Okay. So someone said they did find me on TikTok, and I know I was actually pretty big on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Instagram is my main platform anyway, so follow me on that. But TikTok I never took TikTok that seriously. I know I got big on there, but I always knew like Vince, because it's enticing. It's enticing when you're, and this is the mistake that Lance made. And if TikTok gets banned, he's really gonna pay for that, which is TikTok. I mean, anyone could see that TikTok was not a serious platform. It's a freaking bite-sized video app. Bite-sized video apps don't last. It's just for fun, you know what I mean? But Lance gave up all his other platforms just to try to be big on TikTok, because he started blowing up, and it's enticing because TikTok, you grow so fast. So it's enticing. It's like, man, I should make this my main platform. Well, he actually gave into that. He abandoned all his other platforms, just tried to be a TikToker. Now if TikTok gets banned, it's not gonna. It's really gonna backfire on him. Someone needs to tell him that because the way he sees it, he's like, oh my God, Trump is ruining my career. He literally calls it his career. No, Lance, TikToking is not going to be your career. It was never going to be a career, regardless of whether or not it's banned or not. I know you're making some money, a little bit of money off of it, but it's never going to be a career. The app was going to die out anyway. Okay, and the bottom line is, I mean, I don't know. Come home. Also, Lance and all those boys are now trying to go mainstream, right? They're trying to go into like the mainstream of TikTok, because they used to be political, and now they're just trying to go mainstream and just be normal TikTokers and hang out with the celebrities. Not going to work. Your history, your trace of you being a conservative is never going away. Okay, and the bottom line is the mainstream of the celebrities are not going to accept you for that. And I'm not rooting for them to disavow you. I'm just letting you know, like, that's the way it is. That's the way it's going to be for you, unfortunately. The mainstream people followed you for your political opinions, you know? And so it's just not going to work. It's not going to, you can't just be political and then suddenly go mainstream, you know? Like, people don't follow me for my personality. Like, honestly, like, the people don't follow me for that. Like, I have a personal account where I should have shown more of it. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, I'm a political commentator. If I stop talking about politics, nobody would care. And that's true of most political figures. Like, there are some people who are genuinely interested in our personal lives and our personal side of us, and I appreciate that. I love, like, sort of sharing that side of myself with you guys. But the bottom line is, if I stop talking about politics and try to do, well, Lance is doing magic tricks, or if I try to do something like that, you guys would not care. Okay, and that's the mistake they're making. Mainstream TikTok is not going to accept them. TikTok is a stupid app. It's not a serious platform. I'm sure there's some money to be had in it now, but the bottom line is not going to last. Trump is not ruining your life, not ruining your career. And if you consider yourself a conservative and a patriot, for God's sakes, we are in a cold war with China right now. If you cannot see why TikTok is problematic, I don't know what to tell you. But what I will tell you is it's not very conservative of you, not very patriotic of you. Okay, bottom line is, we are in a new cold war with China. I mean, I either help us out or get out of the way. You know what I mean? But there you go. All right. Exactly. Dallas is right. You can't be mainstream and conservative. Anyways, I love your vids. My videos are not, just follow me on Instagram. Those videos are not going anywhere. I'm going to find an editor that looks kind of like TikTok. This is a weird psychology thing. So I can absolutely make professional looking videos, but for some reason, the engagement on them on Instagram is not as good. And the reason I think that's because when you see a TikTok, it looks amateur. And when it looks amateur, it doesn't look like original content. It looks like original content, so people engage with it more. Whether it's, if I letterbox it, make it look nice, add subtitles, make it look professional, you guys, people on the For You page specifically, seem to think that it's a repost, and they sort of just scroll past it. So, but it's fine. Don't worry. My videos are not going anywhere. Okay, I set myself up. And I never thought TikTok was going to be banned. I just thought that TikTok was going to die out at some point. I set myself up so that I'm more than prepared to be ready for the banning of TikTok. You know, I'll try to find like Byte or some type of video editor where I can make videos that sort of look like TikToks. But the bottom line is I'll be totally fine without it, okay? And the shadow bans are brutal as well. My shadow ban on TikTok is very, very bad. I have 40,000 followers. I can barely get a few hundred views a video. It's very sad, very sad. I have a question. What happened to Patriot Productions? Patriot Productions is now Patriot DAO, same YouTube channel. What happened to it? Well, over time, it's hard to work with a group, you know, and there was never really a strong leadership structure. I do definitely want to make a network one day. We're talking about bringing something like that back, but nothing happened. There was no like drama or beef or anything. It just over time, it was like we all had so much of our own things going that it was really hard for us to like have a common thing together. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm the main figure of Patriot Productions. I'm just going to change it to Patriot DAO. And we're all still friends. All of us are still homies. Chandler, Joe, Audie, Lance, me. We're all still friends and stuff. But it was just too hard to do something like that together. So we just ended up splitting off and having our own thing. So that's what happened to Patriot Productions. Okay. Have I heard of his new TikTok? Tick. I have heard of it, and that's very funny. Anyways, guys, we're at 3 hours tonight. Thank you guys very much for tuning in the stream. I'm going to wrap it up right here. So you could say goodbye in the chat right now. I'll say goodbye to you guys. So yeah, before we close out tonight, though, remember, merch. So you guys can request a cameo from me. All right, if you guys want to do that, support my work, receive a personalized shout out. So there's that. But mainly, main announcement, merch coming soon. Okay, and make sure you guys follow me on it. Don't just follow me, because obviously you guys follow a lot of people on Instagram. You won't always see my story or always see my post, but check my Instagram. Starting Sunday, check my Instagram for updates on when the merch is coming. Check my story, sometimes my feed. But not just that, I would say join the Discord server, okay? And I'll put the link to the Discord server in the chat one last time. Join the Discord server, and that way you won't miss anything in terms of the merch. But the merch is coming very soon in the next few days. So yeah, make sure you're there for that. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Be here next week. We're doing episode 13 of America Rising, The Vince Dow Show. We will be here next week, same time, same day, same place, Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern time next week. We'll be here. Anyways, see you guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. God bless you all, and have a very good night. See you guys next week.